And we are live.
Salam alaikum with magic and salutations to all. I am Nanya Menjeti Bautu Ray, your host this shadow rotation for Wednesday, 22 May 2024 of the 3-day full licorice / flower moon live call, 22nd, 23rd, 24th of May 2024, where the absolute royal sovereign / emperor henceforward calls out all sovereign citizens / nations / governments, along with the reading of the royal bio for all cap H.E.M. Emperor space Samhu Amini Ray, quote, Delo Yi, end quote, and the Imperial and Imperial executive missions of the Imperial Royal Office for his Imperial Majesty, in parentheses, all cap IROHEM. The moderator for this rotation is Nanya Hare. And now I will begin with the reading of our pledge. Begin all acts, breathing and thinking, by saying Kalum, all, by way of the infinity flame of the dwellers enthroned in the flower of fire, by way of a universal traveler, dweller emperor, space, Samhu, a mini Ray, quote, a Delo Yi, end quote. Zen Uru, space, smiley face. The pledge of the Imperial and Imperial Royal flags for the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States small s, colon. As I stand beneath our sacred Imperial and Imperial Royal flags, I vow loyalty and obedience as I watch them fly to the imperial laws of our Imperial and Imperial Constitution that governs our Imperial and Imperial Royal Empire. To this cause, I hold my head up high. With honor, I pledge to protect and defend all within the Imperial and Imperial Royal Kingdom, both family and friend, ! To ensure that all have their equal rights. To this cause, I will lay down my very life. As I stand beneath our sacred Imperial and Imperial Royal and national flags, I vow loyalty, sincerity, and integrity with zeal. As I will, so mote it be. Chant the enchantment, and it is done. Chant the enchantment, and it is done. Chant the enchantment, and it is done. Ashe, so be it, so it is. It definitely shall be. Quote, Zen Uru, and power we shall have, end quote. Thank you. Yeesh. Smiley face, _ know thyself, smiley face. On behalf of the Sovereign Imperial Royal Empire, in parentheses, all cap SERE, in harmony with the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of the United States small s, in parentheses, all cap ECMYE-IRKR, quote, the oldest independent autonomous autochthon nation / kingdom on earth, end quote. We welcome and thank you all for joining us via Zoom and YouTube for this full licorice / flower moon live call, where we will summarize the alignment of earthly and galactical signature events that have occurred in the months of April and May 2024, with the emergence of the IROHEM and ECMYE-IRKR. In the final phase, we will read the Imperial and Imperial executive missions of the IROHEM and ECMYE-IRKR. During these presentations, the floor will be open for questions and answers. Please be certain to note your questions, comments, accolades, and concerns to be addressed during those designated times. Therefore, we ask that you adhere to the following house rules. First point, we ask that you keep your mics muted and your videos off. Second point, we ask that you speak clearly and respectfully when addressing His-Imperial Majesty. Third point, for those logged into Zoom, we ask that you use the raise hand feature and wait for the host or moderator to call your appellation, your name, prior to speaking. Fourth point, please state your appellation, name, clearly before asking your question. Fifth point, please limit your questions to a maximum of 2 to allow time for others to present their questions. Sixth point, and lastly, please focus on the subject at hand. Thank you in advance for your attention and cooperation. And now, I have the honor, the privilege, and the pleasure to present to you a universal traveler, dweller-emperor, Samhu Amini-Ray, quote, a Deloyi, end quote. Salam alaikum with magic, Emperor.
Hey, man. Salam alaikum, magic. What's up, Nama?
How you doing, Emperor?
Alaikum with magic.
Salam alaikum with magic, Your Majesty.
I got y'all licorice. Y'all got y'all licorice?
Salam alaikum
Got
with
my
magic.
licorice.
Licorice.
Licorice stick.
Licorice stick.
You said a lot while ago, though. I'm busy. Hold on a second. I said you said a lot while ago.
In which Emperor?
You know, you address the title, appellation, the Constitution, the venue, the oldest, a top 10 for people who don't know is indigenous, autonomous, is sovereign. And you know, they haven't never heard them type words, you know?
Right.
So they so used to slinging paper and wanting to fight about, you know, something that they can never win, you know. So you said that, I was just listening. And you got to really look at what you said, you feel me? Or think about it anyway. And so you got people there who keep stepping in your jurisdiction and doesn't realize, you know, what they're doing. I've done. And so then now your court is up. They got, and you know, your jurisdiction, everything we doing. They can come through themselves now. So we can rid ourselves of these dirty Moors.
Right.
And dirty Christians, dirty Muslims, and dirty Egyptians, every one of them. But now they got to come through. They got a lot of court. It's not no ICC bullshit. No, you got territorial sovereignty over the land. Pope told you that back in 13. Well, the Vatican did, you know. Him being in that position as what position did he run on that one?
Chief Protector.
You got 3 crowns. You got 3 titles. Under that title with the motu proprio, he wrote that under the Bishop of Rome.
Wrong? Okay.
Yeah. Without anybody else's authority. So he basically told you then. But now we emerging. You just, people don't see you because they can't even thought about what a state is. They so used to flipping trust, try to flip trust law, UCC, all that crap. Enforce a constitution that can't be, they got to prove they own it first, right? So you can't enforce it, you know, own. You know, and so when you say venue, it doesn't even settle in their mind, you know, because they see venue from a Western dictionary point of view. Venue we talk about is that we have our own jurisdiction to print our own currency. That we got nominal sovereigns that we in process of doing. You know, your own nominal global bank, your own court, judicial administration. You feel me? And so
Right.
you have everything you do come with your apostille. So you got a lot of people out there claiming to be a sovereign or government or organization. They keep attempting to attach themselves to us. Well, we can't straighten that out at the court open. But they can't even understand when you say venue, when you have your own apostille authority. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
When
Right.
you got your own apostille authority, you can write in everything you want. That's why I'm the best, or we the best kept secret. So as we coming out, it's shaking people. Because what we have done, or I had done, it ain't supposed to be done. You feel me? Or it can't be done. It's impossible to do. So, little old me, little old me, you know what I'm saying? Little old me
Yeah.
came along and did something nobody else never even thought about. And you shaking the whole world, and not just the world. Listen, man, you open up the gates of hell 2022, 28 January. Seen the master in person. Seen his wings, everything. Seen the enemies. Million he more than I did. They told him what they were doing. Nationalized, right?
Right.
So some of y'all kept saying, well, when he coming? When y'all come? All this, right? So you see, I had to go through a couple things that was written. I get some drink. Unbeknown to me. And they came and showed us, or gave me the command, showed me in my position how they rolling. You feel me? And so now that you have came and conquered the country of the United States, and you got the land, well, you also got immortal, imperial, dash royal Grand Assembly, who are immortal deities. You got the master, 579,999,999. So they just came and gave you the sign, sovereign imperial royal empire, that they run under now. And so what they telling y'all? They're ready to go, right?
Oh.
So I got people got dreams, 15, 10, 20 years, all that stuff going on. Yeah. It's good. That's a good thought. But when it's time, when the date comes, it's already written. All of that is null and void, right?
Right.
So when they came and gave us that that my answer on my 21st anniversary of being nationalized double chief, Michael Chief, when I took over. Okay. May 9th was Washington nationality, double chief. So we became Prince, Sovereign Prince. And on that day, it started, I'm in my 22nd year right now. Y'all know what 22 means.
Oh, yeah.
So you at the beginning of your 22nd year of being a double chief owner of land, right? So, and they come give you that sign on that day at, well, I think what y'all say, 531 or 513, something like that.
Right.
With all your numbers. You feel me? But everybody missed it. Because they waiting on Fox News to get them, to get them some clout. You feel me? So you get yours from the universe. So you see Ray acting up. And if you're a child of Ray, you shouldn't worry. But if you're not a child of Ray, and you're a child of that phone or some deity, because y'all know all of them gone. I told that in 22, right? I told
Correct,
y'all,
Emperor.
they gone. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't see Allah showing up over there. You don't see God showing up. You don't see Yeshua, Jesus showing up. Nobody showing up on that war. Who's showing up? Flags. Represent a flag and say they fighting for who? They ain't say they fighting for the throne. You feel me? They fighting for a flag. So you see how backwards this world is? So there ain't no sovereignty nowhere. Now you come along as the true sovereign and set the record straight. Why? Because Peter said upon, what they say, Yahshua said to Peter, hear what he say? What he say? Upon my rock, I build my church, right? Remember?
Yeah.
So they say Peter was the first what? Bishop, Catholic, Pope, whatever, all right? But he said he gave Peter what? 3 keys, right? And ain't no damn body ever mentioned when Peter left, where the damn keys there, right?
Right.
So who, the church could say they got it. Okay. They wrote a book named the Bible, named it the Bible,
Right.
then it became holy to scare the shit out of you. You feel me? And then
Right.
they came and wrote the Quran and all that, you feel me? To control you, right? So they said they got 3 keys, right? Well,
Right.
8 January 2022, y'all see me come in and take them words that they wrote and use them and open up the gates to let out the master. You feel me? So that make
Indeed.
who? So you see? So who got the keys? See,
You.
so you can't be sure who got the keys. But they said Peter said on the rock. You feel me? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that quote, right?
Yes.
They forget about that one, right?
No.
So what happened to the 3 keys? You feel me?
Right. Well, there.
Hello.
They missed it.
They missed it.
I did it. What makes it bad is what? I did it live on TV though. You got to go back.
Yeah.
So I think that's good. That's good enough to get y'all going, right?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That too.
Yeah, I got a question for me.
Always have questions.
What you got for
Remember
me
when
right quick?
oldest independent autonomous autochthon kingdom on earth, where did that come from? Because
Nations, that kingdom.
nation
That came from the Imperial, the E.
from the E.
Yeah, that came from the E.
Right.
They eliminated the E and treated up to 1713.
Right.
That was so when for Empress Verdiasi came in 91 and got the land back, or got the title back.
Mm-hmm.
And attach her bloodline back to the Washington. They was on, it's docked on record at the UN that 2/15/93, 1993.
Mm-hmm.
That
Right.
number is the oldest and the oldest people on land, oldest indigenous people on land. Okay. So
Mm.
you got the oldest, well, in her day and time, it was the oldest indigenous nation on earth. I came back and got the autonomous. So now we the oldest autonomous dash in autochthon nation / kingdom on earth. See, so that
Mm.
go all back to that 2/15/93 number. That makes sense to you.
It does, because as you think about it, it would have to be the nation / kingdom. You're absolutely correct. It makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
So you see, we keep developing. You feel me? But we on
Absolutely.
our own. We on our own level, and so you got these folk out here want to debate with us or try to call us titles or citizens and bullshit like that. See, that's a
Right.
strike for me. That becomes a strike for me on Facebook and all that crap that I be playing with, right? Because me, I'm getting ready to tell them, ling along, motherfucker, die you much, and then they say, oh, Def, you said Def, you getting a strike, you feel me? So I got to be quiet. So, you got to stay away from them people, because they want to stir up that, they want to stir up that damn energy, so, yeah, you know, yeah. But, so you got a lot of things going on around y'all right now. And I told y'all, the notice of session, that comes down on the 28th this month. And so everybody got notice. So they got who can talk to them? They ain't got nobody. They ain't got nobody got no title.
Mhm.
They got kings, what they call monarch. Them executive. Okay.
Right.
They got popes who say absolute, but he told you in 213 that this guy that's here that you talking to now, listen to, looking at. Well,
That's correct.
my power, when he show up, my power can't protect you. You can
That's
go read it.
correct.
It's called motu proprio. Taught all Creole, right?
Yes.
So he told everybody. See, so they know you were coming in 10 years. That was 13, 14. Well, it's 20, 24, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they already knew you. So you right on time. That is, people just don't know that type of window. So they try to push you out there. Well, you gotta go get cheap like you. Well, you gotta go do this. I ain't gotta go do a damn thing.
Right.
Just move this ship and it's gonna move. It's already ordained to move. Now that I got the seat for my Royal Grand Assembly, it's imminent. So, you know, happy trails, I say, as they say. But you know, you want everything increasing. You know, because you got an air keeper here, and we're going into another zone already. And so they gonna call them wild storms and all that crap. But you better keep eye on Ray. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know, better keep your eye on
That-
Ray because I can reach out and touch you. You know what I'm saying? Remember I
Ready to go
told
to
you
last?
I said what? When I say the fire was in me, I was in, I said how far I can reach out. And I said,
No,
boom, I made it, right? And I said, he went around. I told you I can reach out and touch. And ain't Ray looking out, shooting stuff out, saying they can touch you now.
no.
They ain't seen me. They can't, their scale can't even see what's getting ready to happen. It's already in
Nah,
motion. Ain't nothing they can do.
right.
You got an immortal five being waiting on you, me. And this is the earth side. So all them countries out there, as far as I'm concerned, they gonna be obsolete because they're on your land. They got to come prove their existence. All of them. That's why they mad at you. That's why I told
Right.
you what. They'll start a damn third war. But they can't prove that. It's like, nah, you see one getting ready to come up, right? Why? March 28, 29 ain't too many days away.
Nope.
So
At
you know what
hand.
knows you know what knows of recession mean? Well, you should know what's going on there, right? But you know, people out there don't know what knows recession. They don't know anything, to tell you the truth. But anyway, come on.
All right.
They help you out.
Yeah.
What else you got for me?
Are there any questions in the queue?
No questions at the moment, host. No questions in YouTube neither.
I can think of another one.
Y'all tough
I got
crowd,
one.
man. Tough
I got
crowd.
real quick, Protector.
Tough crowd, man. Tough crowd.
With this succession,
Come on.
how quick do you think that's going to be felt across the international stage?
It's already been felt already. It's been felt since they received it.
True.
Excuse me for one moment. Could you recognize yourself, please?
Oh, Sujar.
Oh, it's nice, Joe.
For gratitude.
Yeah, that's already. It's been behind the scenes. Everything behind the scenes for me, and we rolling because you know your status quo. You know, you recognize that you went everywhere. You know, so so it's it's in effect. They giving everybody what? Their due diligence. You know, all of a sudden at this time, see how we come around this curve here and they see the ICC gonna charge nothing, you know, who the United States said they stand against that and we're gonna put sanctions on the ICC. And they not even recognize the ICC. So you can see the arrogance of people not knowing what contract law means.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Yes, indeed.
See, the United States not recognize the ICC. They try to tell you on television that they don't recognize the jurisdiction. No, that's how they flip it. No, they can't. They come be accepted if they wanted to. Why? Because they got a debt to pay, right? Who's that debt to? The Moor. The mirror. That's more, right? And they say only one can come get it, right?
Right.
So I came and got it. So they owe me a debt. So they got to pay that debt first, and they broke.
I heard the senator say that if they give if they allow the ICC to do that to Netanyahu, then the people in America be next. Talking about the
Well, but you got to
politicians.
realize, but see, you see where they gave you that whole card, didn't you? Listen to them. Because they have recognized as a corporation, and they got to go prove they're sovereign to the international court, and they can't. So that's why you see them putting sanctions on the ICC and making all that kind of crap, because they know if they get pulled in there, they done.
Right.
You feel
That's
me?
clear. Thank you for that. Yeah. Yeah, because I was
They can't
confused
go in
when he
there.
said,
You don't never see them. You don't never see the so-called powerful attorneys, esquires in America, or so-called powerful judges in America. You don't see them taking no damn case to the international court, do you?
no.
They take it to the international venue within the United States, because the United States, being the world power, created their own jurisdiction equivalent to the ICC that they call the federal jurisdiction, and the federal judges have to be schooled in international law. Then so you find some of these countries who handpicked by the United States, and you know that treasury bond stuff, they feel comfortable coming here to file the international cases sometime outside of going to the ICC, because that's the jurisdiction of the court. Feel me? So that's why you see the federal judge get a lifetime sit when they sit on the federal court, because they got so many schools to protect their jurisdiction. You got to remember, they recognize as administration and legal entity at the UN level. So they can legally and administratively operate your birthright contract. They can't lawfully do any damn thing. They ain't got no treaty. You came into a treaty. That's why they're so mad at Trump. Because what he do to Morocco, the last stages him getting out, what he do? He gave, well, no. Well, yeah, he submitted all the things, but you got to realize that's way over the head.
Yeah, my bad. He made the king of Morocco.
He made, huh?
Chief.
He made
How
him.
are
He
you
made
talking
him
about?
what? Chief commander.
Yeah, chief commander.
Everybody missed that, because that's when the office of the president, POTUS y'all call, has no more territory or jurisdiction over treaty, peace, friendship. Because I got it. It's on me now, us. So he didn't have no more reason of it. So he surrendered. He had to, because I own the vice chair. And then King Muhammad made him what? On a noble of the Muhammad's order. You feel me? I say I ain't never heard of that one. That must be something they just created. Order of Muhammad. You feel me? Then I say what? Then I tell y'all. Then I say what they gonna do to him? I said, oh, what? Wait till they finish him. What they did to him? They got him in four corners, don't they?
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
So he's a card player, though, boy. He play card. He playing some good cards. I'm watching.
Right.
You know, because the system, all of them crooked. See what I'm saying? So how can the pot go to Keller Black?
And sure is crooked on him right now. That is crazy.
All of them crooked. Well, I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying. The whole system is crooked.
Right. So to see them in war is bananas to me.
Listen, man. Listen. Tell y'all, go listen to the Civil Order. It ain't me. I can show you my face again right now. See me? Ain't me. It came from the Vatican. Good. And the Vatican said that all bar members, which is all attorneys and judges, not only in America, he said British too, is treasonous. I ain't say it. Folks said it. Guess what? The birthright contract. So of course they're gonna do everything they can to stay put and look rightful and honest and God-fearing and all that bullshit. But according to the records, the last known Republic president was Abraham Lincoln. So all the cats out there was what? Whether you love them or
Strong.
not, like them, don't make no difference. Everyone after that's what?
Strong.
They said he ain't got the Pope, the Vatican said they don't have no more power than Burger King, the CEO of Burger King, right?
Right.
But they made that seat like a worship seat, like you got to worship. President can't do nothing for you. He got 28, all of them got 28,000 years just like everybody else got. That's all in my writings. Ain't no threats. It's in my writing. I told him. I went on back. I done wrote up what? I went on back to Agnes. I said, go back to Agnes, 1591. And anybody died, 28,000 off the rip. Why? Because I own the chair.
Right.
That's my seat. That's my thing. And it's just a movie. You know, it scares a lot of people. But I had to walk small. You had to go through struggles. You had to walk through quicksand. You got to step on glass. You got to walk through the den of snakes and lions and root doctors and all that stuff. I had to do all that. I didn't know it. I just did it. It's part of my life. You got to come into your own receive you, not all that. But it's done now. Because you got to know there's a recession out there. And it speaks for itself. I know some people out here listening. Oh, where can I go read it? It ain't for you to read. That's government information. If you got status, you can read it. It's at the UN. You feel me?
Yeah, it is. Yes.
King Muhammad got one if you got status, right? That's all I'm saying. King of Spain got one if you got status, right? John
Indeed.
Brown got one if you got status. All these people that claim they got all this status, you know, wearing king hats and pharaoh hats and acting like they some damn deity from you don't know who, you know, stealing other people's energy, the cheap black eagle, the empress and all that to make that sound like they got some status. Please. That's why I'm calling them out. All of them sovereign citizens ain't.
Indeed. As you should.
And what else?
If that, they sound like sovereign frauds.
No, you got to realize the United States is not a sovereign, but she claimed to have citizens. Whether you do the big C or the small C makes no difference, right? Which went
right.
all of what? Fraud, right? Only way you can prove fraud but in your court. You can never prove in their court.
Correct.
So I say I can park called the kettle black.
That's right.
Daddy knew we were going to that quick, right? I'm like, damn.
It's real.
Yeah, we went there.
So they all. Then you got these cats they claim they're Moors or Moorish American, whatever the name make you feel good. And they can challenge the Constitution. They like you like what one? You ain't recognizing neither one of them. You can't even get outside of citizenship. You feel me? You claim any damn thing you want. You can get on YouTube and preach whatever books you want to preach and go in a library and listen to that boy there in Philly give you all these remedies that don't work. And does he want to go down as a model? That nigga say he a shake, the grand shake, and they got no authority. He been writing shit since 80.
Right.
Ain't moving no venue nowhere. All these remedies. You got remedies for everything. Remedy how to tie your shoe. And none of that crap worked. Smart crew back in the early 2000s, you knew how to do a little offset debt, you know. Once they taught them how to do it, you seen them come shut that down. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah, I realized you got to tell the clerks how to operate the paperwork. So that's what they had to do. So once they did that, clerks came in, did what? Shut it down.
Yeah.
And they still out there preaching that crap, ain't it?
Right. Indeed.
It's amazing how many people pick that. It's amazing how many people just grab it without no knowledge. You feel me? And they just ride on for the ride, right? I had some guy you remember telling he was going before the border to declare his nationality, you know. See that kind of mindset, man. That's sick.
Does that make sense?
Let's think about it for a second. You going before the bar to declare what? What the bar got to do with it?
Indeed.
You feel me? If you got your own venue, well, you go for your own state, because your nationality got a venue like what ours do. Ain't nobody that got no nationality like we do. They can't touch it.
Right.
And they mad because we ain't open our doors for them. Well, we ain't got time for them, really. Because y'all, look at y'all development. Now, y'all think we got time to take on 15, 20, 100 more folk who just want to come on, right a ship, don't want to bring nothing to the table. You feel me? Y'all see all this white?
Yes, Emperor.
You know, I ain't got time for it. Now, once y'all have a university up like you're working on, and you get them a, outlet so they can come and we can help them refresh that brain of theirs, and they realize that once they finish at the university, they got a job with their own state. But we got to get it to the point where they got to be able to lead that side, so they can come into university on our wealth and venue and study to become a nominational. Feel me? And that way they ain't got to, like y'all the first, y'all the bearers. Feel me? You first one. See, so they you got to make it so they ain't got to crawl that fence like y'all doing right now. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
So that's through your sovereignty as you move your state, as you keep processing what you're doing, because you got your own authority. That makes sense to you.
Oh, yes, indeed.
How you doing now? Got something there for me?
You covered right now so far. Till we
Damn
get
sure,
more
right?
into the reading. Yes, Emperor.
I said probably cut those show. Y'all should have the question and all that, right?
Yes, indeed, we do. Yes, we do.
But let's get down with the show.
All
And I
right,
gotta make a
Emperor.
move right quick.
All right.
Okay, I gotta make a move.
Okay.
Yeesh. I'm on listening, but I gotta make a move.
Okay, Emperor. Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States, small s, full colon, quote, the oldest independent autonomous autochthon kingdom/nation on earth, end quote. Next slide. And that gives us Imperial IMOTIP University in Yamashik language, Imperial IMOTIP University, flower/licorice full moon IIEHU broadcast, 1700 in parentheses 5 p.m., 22nd, 23rd, and 24th of May, 2024. First year, second month, parentheses month, parentheses now. For the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States, small s. The sovereign Imperial Royal Empire presents the incarnation of Samhu Amini-Re on Ta-Mother Earth as his Imperial Majesty.
You breaking up. You breaking up. I'm a Jetty.
Okay, let me pull a little closer. Is that a little clearer, Emperor?
Yeah, start over.
Okay. The sovereign Imperial Royal Empire presents the incarnation of. Oh yeah, it is. Incarnation of Samhu Amini-Re on Ta-Mother Earth as his Imperial Majesty. Full colon space in parentheses all cap H.E.M. colon, who decrees and grants limited delegated authority to all nominationals, non-executive directors, in parentheses, NEDs, all cap, and non-directors, in parentheses, EDs, all cap, who are skilled and qualified to operate a sovereign republic state jurisdiction. The purpose is to implement and advance the modalities of sovereign governance, commerce, and cultural variegations for the properly formed and operational sovereign republic state pursuant to the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States, small s, in parentheses, all cap, ECMYE-IRKR. Today, we showcase our Nama-national culture in harmony with the Nama-She compass and the flowers/licorice full moon. Sit back, absorb, and enjoy the ride. Yeesh! Exclamation point 3 times.
That's pretty hot.
It is. So that's
All
a
right,
good.
so
That's a good introduction into who is this that can demonstrate this type of authority. Let's see here.
think you got to be in your blood, dog.
Got to be in your. All right, let's minimize this. Let's read this bio of this divine being. Wow, I can tell the public, wow, when you're around this divine being, wow, there's an energy that comes with that. So let's read this bio, starting from the top right is the absolute royal sovereign -- emperors, imperial, and imperial royal flag, : to the left of that, we have the imperial royal office for his -- imperial -- majesty for the imperial CMYE-IRK Republic, great flag. To the left of that, we have the Mir -- More 48 -- Star of Peace, full faith and sovereign gold -- credit, great flag, full color. And to the left of that, Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States, small s, national, small n, flag, full color. The Imperial Royal House of Tunica -- Thunderfire and _ the Imperial Royal House of Samson L -- Shamhu Ray, herewith _ ordained by decree and declared active and in quote force _ the Imperial Royal Office for his -- imperial -- majesty, effective date 22 January 2024 / notice of accession for the IROHEM and ECMYE-IRKR / IMYRS file numbers, code in space, all cap, NOARAD /2024-00000001. Semicolon, correction, 000000 space 001, semicolon, all cap, NOAVCLT -00000002, semicolon, space, all cap, NOACRTAP -00000003, semicolon, space, all cap, NOAC -00000004, quote, retroactive to Imperial and Imperial -- executive missions, effective date 3 December 2024, correction, 2023, excuse me, to 31 August 2023 / notice of appointment, in parentheses, amendment, and _ Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States, small s, effective date 28 June 2023 to effective date 8 January 2023, in parentheses, Imperial and Imperial -- Royal Diplomatic Decree, 2 effective date 21 June 2022, in parentheses, Royal Public Notice and Royal Press Release to the world, 2 effective date 18 March 2022, in parentheses, Imperial -- motu proprio / official royal decree -- public notice to the world, end quote. In harmony with the be it decreed -- equity contracts _ colon space, Emperor's Directive -0004 capital Z lowercase a / Imperial Constitution for the Imperial Royal Kingdom, in parentheses, all cap, ECYE-IRK, via Emperor's Directive -0004 capital Z, effective dates for April 2014 per 3 April 2013 / Imperial Constitution of the Continental Mu-Ursh-Yamashi Empire. In parentheses, all cap, ICCMYE. Colon space 2, Empress Directive -0003, capital Z. Colon space, notification of diplomatic arrival, notice of apostille, and official-act of state. Effective date 9 April 2009. 2, Empress Directive -0001, in parentheses, all cap, CMYE, USA, small u, /USA, all cap, colon space, effective date 18 July 2007. 2, effective date 4 March 2004, /claim-of-the-life, in parentheses, all cap, CL. 2, effective date 11 February 2004, United States of America State Department, in parentheses, minor, still verification numbers, colon space, 0401010 and underscore 0401010-1, colon space, 2, the aegis underscore of the Treaty of Berne and underscore Constitution of the Universal Postal Union. Effective date 30 September 2003. Quote, retroactive to 9 October 1874, end quote. Full colon space. 2, effective date 20 June 2003, the state of Georgia, in parentheses, major, apostille verification number, colon space, 5604, capital B, USA, all cap, colon space, 2, effective date 13 June 2003, in parentheses, ECMYE-IRKR nationality, YM, all cap, colon space, 2, effective date 9 May 2003, in parentheses, Washita-IRKR nationality, WM, all cap, colon space, pursuant to, underscore, quote, sovereign state, end quote, the Yamasee Native American government via, underscore, Mount, quote, Arafat Embassy, UN, all cap, colon space, 208-1992. USA, small u, /USA, all cap. Effective date 19 June 2003, colon space, in harmony with, underscore, the, quote, sovereign state, end quote, United Washita de Degdemania, UN, all cap, colon space, 215-1993. USA, small u, /USA, all cap. Effective date 20 March 2003, colon space, to effective date 28 January 1837, Treaty of September 16, 1836, colon space, pursuant to, underscore, the Constitution for, underscore, the United, small u, States of America, USA, small u, effective date 17 September 1787, colon space, to Treaty of Peace and Friendship, effective date 18 July 1787. Quote, retroactive to 23 June 1786, end quote, colon space. 2 treaties of Utrecht, effective year 1713, colon space, to the beginning of recorded history / our story as recorded in stones at Washington, just off the Yucatan Peninsula, and underscore into the future in perpetuity ad infinitum, semicolon, joint - joint. Yes, full colon space, smiley face. Nunc pro tunc, in Yamashik language, nunc pro tunc. And in hieroglyphs. Imperial Royal Office for His-Imperial Majesty presents His-Imperial and Imperial Majesty, colon space, Emperor, colon, Sam Hu, a mini Ray, quote, a Delo Yi, end quote. Khufu Renu Zodak, Samson L, Protector, 8th Marquis de Maison Rouge, colon space, Thunder Fire, / King Louis XX, Sovereign Crown All Cap Prince, colon space, Darius Zodak, quote, Divine Royal Blood, in Yamashik language, end quote. Hereafter underscore all cap H.E.M. colon Emperor colon space Samhu a mini Ray, quote, Delo ye, end quote, smiley face. Ipso jure, ipso facto, interregnum, de jure olodium, jus soli, jus en ius dash hereditatis, jus en ius dash gladi, jus en ius dash honorum, jus en ius dash imperi, jus en ius dash majestatis. In solo proprio for the underscore country of United States, small s, slash Imperial Morse al Moroccan, in parentheses, a Maxim Empire, via bold, His Imperial Majesty's Royal Post, pursuant to underscore the Continental Mu'urs Yamasi Empire, dash Imperial Royal Kingdom, henceforth underscore the Imperial CMYE dash IRK Republic for the country of United States, small s, head of state and missions for the Imperial Royal Office for His dash Imperial dash Majesty, exercising plenary civil power upon the land, USA, small u, per underscore the organic American states of the Union, known underscore as the United States of America, in parentheses, major, USA, small u, including underscore dash small s supreme authority, imperial and imperial territorial sovereignty, dominion, imperial and imperial land rights, imperial treaty rights, imperial and imperial dash constitutional rights, autonomy rights, imperial equity and heritage rights, allodium estate rights, imperial right privileges, venue, amity, commerce, navigation, imperial small t slash capital T treaty rights, full faith and sovereign gold dash credit, Westphalian sovereignty, foreign sovereign immunities, jurisdictional immunities of the state, diplomatic immunities, and all constructive agreements of intent in matters relating to the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States, small s, internal, local, and international affairs for the underscore Imperial and Imperial Royal Crown executive powers via underscore the Imperial Royal Office for His dash Imperial dash Majesty underscore. Effective date 14 February 2024. In parentheses, notice of a section for the RCAP, IROHEM, and ECMYE-IRKR / IMYRS file numbers, colon space, RCAP, NOARAD / 2024-000000-001. RCAP, NOAVCLT / 00000002. RCAP, NOACRTAP / 00000003. RCAP, NOAC / 00000004. 2. Imperial and Imperial executive missions, executive effective date, effective date 3 December 2023. 2. Notification of appointment, in parentheses, amendment. Effective date 31 August 2023. Quote, retroactive to Imperial and Imperial Royal Diplomatic Decree. Effective date 8 January 2023 to effective date 21 June 2022. In parentheses, Royal Public Notice and Royal Press Release to the world. 2. Effective date 18 March 2022. In parentheses, Imperial motu proprio / official royal decree public notice to the world. End quote. Pursuant to underscore the be it decreed equity contracts underscore colon space Emperor's Directive 0004 capital Z lowercase a / all cap ECIRK colon space via both Emperor's Directive 0004 capital Z effective dates for April 2014 per 3 April 2013 / all cap ICCMYE colon space 2 Emperor's Directive 0003 capital Z / notification of diplomatic arrival, notice of apostille and official active state. Effective date 9 April 2009 colon space 2 Emperor's Directive 0001 capital Z / all cap CMYE. Effective date 18 July 2007. Smiley face colon space 2, effective date 4 March 2004, slash all cap CL, colon space 2, effective date 11 February 2004, dash United States of America State Department, colon space 2, effective date 20 June 2003, dash state of Georgia, USA, all cap, colon space 2, effective date 13 June 2003, in parentheses, ECMYE-IRKR nationality, colon space 2, effective date 9 May 2003, in parentheses, Washita Mir nationality, colon space 2, effective date 28 January 1837, slash Treaty of September 16, 1836, in harmony with underscore both, quote, the Constitution for underscore the United small u States of America, USA small u. Effective date 17 September 1787, per the trusteeship office of the Moorish Grand Vizier Chair for the ancient Empire Al Morocco, effective dates 4 March 1789, USA all cap, and underscore 18 July 1787, USA small u, pursuant to underscore treaty, capital T, slash ancient Empire of Maxim, in parentheses, Al Morocco. Effective date 23 June 1786, colon space 2, Treaties of Utrecht, effective year 1713, colon space 2, effective year 789, slash Moor-Mir, colon, end quote. To the beginning of recorded history slash our dash story as recorded in the stones at Yucatan, just off the Yucatan Peninsula, and underscore into the future in perpetuity ad infinitum, semicolon, Detroit, East, full colon, space, bio, for his dash Imperial and Imperial dash Majesty, colon, space, Emperor, colon, space, Samhu, a mini dash Ray, quote, a day lo ye, end quote, dated 6 March 2024 at 08:23. Wow, impressive. Definitely impressive.
That's a lot.
Wow, that is impressive. That is this big. He put this together, y'all. He put this together. I've never seen anyone write this way. Any questions for the Emperor, y'all? We got to have some questions here for the Emperor on this one. Any questions? I know the Emperor be in and out with it. Let's see if we can get some questions here.
Salam alaikum magic. I have a question. Yeah, can you hear me? Can I be heard?
Yes, you can be heard.
Yeah. So, Emperor, if you're there, you mentioned before that if a constitution has no wealth of equity, what would be the point of having a constitution? So initially, how does a country's constitution acquire wealth or equity? And isn't the constitution just a guidance for a country's citizen? That's the question.
I didn't get the whole thing. Say that again.
Sure. You mentioned before that if a constitution has no wealth or equity, what would be the point of having a constitution? So initially, how does a country's constitution acquire wealth or equity? And isn't
if you got a constitution,
yeah,
and you don't have no equity on it, there's no need of having a constitution. Feel me?
Okay.
So, because that's why the Constitution for the United Small U States of America was written for. Feel me?
Sure.
You know, so you got the United States saying they got a constitution, but they in debt. You got to pay medical, you got to pay for college, and now they coming in talking about they're gonna pay student loan debt. Well, if they was a sovereign country, you won't have to pay no schooling or medical because of the equity that you have under that title. So by them being a de facto corporation, the Constitution don't have no merit. They don't have no power at all because you look at it's who you know and what you know. Like I said, you're part of the clique, you're part of the clique. Feel me? But there's no status there. So you got cats out here on the market claiming they got a constitution, this and that, or whatever, Christians, whatever, but they have no venue, they have no equity under it. So the Constitution for small United States of America, that's the 100 million, and that's what the international court was saying, that the United States got to pay a debt. That's that 100 million to go. That's owed to the Moor. They kind of claim it's owed to the Moors. No. But they don't understand. They don't understand international law. Yeah. Okay, you can claim that the Moors had a certain venue back in the day, jurisdiction, all that. I got all that. You feel me? But the contract they talk about, only the Moor or Mir can come and get that part of the contract back. You feel me? Yeah. And so that's what I did. So you couldn't. There wasn't nobody out there to tell me to do it or how to do it, because they was out there selling all that bullshit they're selling now. You feel me? But I came in and did it, unbeknown to me, by having to, claim a life, having your own state, and being a nationalized as double chief prince. So you already had jurisdiction that you didn't even know how much jurisdiction, how powerful you were. Right. But you had a couple of them around you giving you the information that you need to get where you got to go. Yeah. Okay, so when Chief Black Eagle wrote the United Arab Nation Moors Constitution, where he docked that at UN, the attempt to give us the jurisdiction. You know what I'm saying? So he put it on the state. He said, now it has a home because you got a venue. You feel me? Right. So now the Constitution got a venue. Now the Constitution become powerful. Why? Because now you got a venue with equity under it. See? So when you look at the watchdog. Okay, so look at the land that I own under the terror, the 3 million acres. You feel me? Yeah. That's all equity. You can write off of it. Not just 100 million in gold. You know what I'm saying? You can write off of the land. So they have to come. That's why I don't pay all this crap. I ain't no mind, because I don't, you got over 300 million folk in America. So they on your land. So they got to come and pay you a royalty tax. But you ain't gonna come in and shake everything unless you gonna come and store every damn thing. You feel me? So, but they just can't mess with us because of our being jurisdiction. We can do everything. We gonna do anything we want. But we have our own rules and constitutional laws and everything, and we operate international, and y'all operating as diplomats. So you already got to be a higher standard, the highest standard as you roll it, because you represent the sovereign seat, me, and you represent the immortals. You feel me? So you got to be at the highest standard. So ain't no, you can do anything you want. Ain't none of that crookedness. That's them deceptive minds. You feel me? But it's your inner energy of know thyself, what you develop into. You feel me? Right. So, and your know thyself, the deity within you, Greece deity. So that venue with that constitution, that's what you got. So that's what we rolling on, been rolling. When the king of Morocco, I think back in 14, came and said that they only recognized the jurisdiction that they had with the United States. Well, that was clearing all them so-called wannabe Moors out there away from that red flag. So everything they're doing out there is dirty Moor. They can't, they just flying the flag and put it on Facebook like they represent the flag, ain't got no damn jurisdiction. See what I'm saying? Ain't got none. You feel me? Right. They just relegate. Then you got some cats out there now gonna take the red flag and put a green scrap on both ends, claim they got some damn state. Ain't recognized no damn word. You feel me? Ain't got no venue. The only way they recognize when they go file it down the court. Right. And they claim they got some. You had to use their court. So if you had to use their court, that means they got jurisdictional paperwork, and they ain't gonna never give you that damn status. But that makes them obsolete. Right. So you gotta know how to see them cats out there that selling all these wood chips. They can have all YouTube video claim, show y'all the history of the Moors and all the stuff. The great, I got all that. That's why we got a university. You feel me? But that ain't gonna do a damn thing when we moving now.
because that's our story that he made history.
That's right.
Okay, we don't need to relive it. We create our own venue and go a different route. That's what I say. Just come and change the style a little bit. You feel me? That's all.
Yeah.
But they mad because we just who we are. We don't kneel to them. We got to be. Oh, you got to be Islam. You got to be some Muslim. You got to say Assalamu alaikum. All that bullshit. Okay, word. They ain't got you nut. You know what I'm saying? That's the only word they say. The rest of it they talk English. Drinking, smoking, every damn thing else. You feel me?
Yeah.
Then put the feds on, get on TV, and go take that picture at the driver license place and act like they got some damn venue.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's why it's got that dirty more. That's all they are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then you got the dirty Christians and Muslims, all them. I call them all out. Because they all sovereign citizens.
Mm-hmm.
And they represent a what? A de facto government, which makes them what? A sovereign country. I mean, say a sovereign citizen country. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So they claim to be a country out there on the market, but they ain't got no venue under their constitution.
That's right.
Where the wealth at? You owe $30-some trillion in debt. Where the wealth? And they constantly borrowing right now. You feel me? So you see everything going on, but you got to see how long I've been behind the scenes. And you see what China, Russia, and all them doing now because they knew I was behind the scenes.
That's right.
So when they put me on the record at the UN as the sovereign emperor of the Americas, well, they got 193 countries up there. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But they do what? They can't talk about me because they enslaved to America. America don't want to go out because I come out, everything will get known. Then you realize what Trump trying to do. And what Trump trying to do, get that seat. He trying to be that little King Arthur again, that old black Christian. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
They ain't got nothing left. They ain't got nothing left. See, when he went to talk to Putin back in the day, President of Russia, that's the secret meeting they had about me.
Mm-hmm.
That they had a United States assigned in a sovereign who gave that sovereign all the authority that they got. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So you got to understand, he came back in what? He started writing a decree, all that kind of stuff. See? Because he knew the United States had no more venue. Then when they came out there and stole the election from him, he made Muhammad assist. He commanded. And they hid it.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Look it up. Don't believe me, go check it out. And so chief commander, that's a big deal. Because they see it's commander in chief. The fight though.
Yeah.
So see it now?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That makes sense to you?
Yeah, makes sense, Emperor. Which leads to another question.
Quick comment. I was going to say, which effectively leads to the finishing of America at that point. If you look at the commander-in-chief spot, he's supposed to be the leader of the free world. You just actually dissolved the USA by doing it. Trump, when he did that with the king.
You know what, bro? So
I missed that first part, John.
I said he actually dissolves the USA by doing that. If you're the leader of the free world or the most powerful nation in the world and you give that over, then where does that leave you at?
They had to give it over because they lost it. They lost it back in 1800. I'm gonna say 18 after the 50 year when they took the 50-year win out of the treaty and became treaty of September 16th. That's when they lost it then. You just making it reality now. They lost all that then. They lost all treaty rights and everything. They've been running through military. That's why they said the military industrial complex. Everything ran through the military. So since they were no sovereign here, they decided to protect the office of the president until the sovereign reappeared. That's why you see the guard. Right. You see the guard and all them that we deal with. That makes sense to you?
That's even clearer.
Yeah. At least another question, a question from YouTube, Emperor. This is from Ansar. Is it HTMAEOTUNNNYCS? I'm not too sure what's that, some kind of pseudonym. The question is Rahub Yasar Nafar Masud. No disrespect, family. Are you saying, quote, Ron Hayes / Young Elder Empress Red Bird are not in true standing? Moreover, when will we see H.E. Dr. Malachi Z. Kabina York? That's the question to the Emperor.
What did he say?
And the Emperor don't know nothing about Rod Hayes,
Who?
Rod Hayes or my former brother, Young Elder.
This
Who
is
the hell these folks?
the question from YouTube from
Okay.
Ansar HTMAEOTUNNNYCS. Rahub Yassar Nafar Masud. No disrespect, family. Are you saying Ron Hayes, Young Elder, Empress, Red Bird are not in true standing? Moreover, when will
hold on. Y'all gotta mute the mic if you ain't speaking.
My bad, Professor.
I'll start again. This is from Ansar HTMAEO TUNNNYCSW. Rahul Yasan, the farmer Soot. No disrespect, family. Are you saying Ron Hayes / Young Elder, Empress Redbird are not in true standing? Moreover,
No, they ain't got no venue. You ain't got to ask me. Go ask them to show you a venue.
Exactly. Moreover,
it's no disrespect at all. Just tell them to show you a venue. All right. If I'm gonna ask, let me ask.
Sure.
So they got to show you a venue.
That's right.
I ain't got no problem none of them. I heard all of them through the grapevine, but it doesn't mean nothing to me because whatever they saying, it amount nothing coming out of their mouth.
Right.
Because they ain't got no venue. I mean, where the venue at? That so-called load your title that guy talking about down where the Virginia, South Carolina, somewhere. I shut that down the first time I seen it. It ain't where the paper's written on.
That's right.
You talking about going to the ICC and get recognized? What the fuck is the ICC? That's criminal court.
Right.
So, I mean, I just see that crap and I just laugh and move on. It don't even make sense.
Right.
Because they don't understand nothing about a venue. So you talking about you got something loaded, okay? So who they'll load him? You feel me?
Right.
So if you got a lodio, you got to go do what? You got to go to the allodium to do any business. So they said they got a title to the land, they got to go to the banks to get a loan to sell the people out more, so they own shit. Then when they get to the bank gonna own it. You feel me? That little stuff like that, y'all need to ask these questions. You can't say run off at the mouth. Yeah. Like they got some venue. You don't never see them invite me to their Call of Duty. You don't never see them invite me to their shows, do you?
No.
I've been around 20 years. Matter of fact, I'm in my 22nd year. Okay? Some of them cats that showed on scene 5 years ago, 10 years ago. You feel me? I've been around 22 years as a sovereign crown prince, double chief, walking behind the scene, watching everything. When Chief Black Eagle, see, the real family know what's going on. All these fellas calling me Caboni, all that shit, that's dishonor, disrespect to him. You ain't got no authority to do nothing. That's how them de facto Sabians doing stuff outside of trying to get their own status, their own clout. Same thing they've been doing since they locked them up. Man, I've been around. I walked in the court for him. Okay. So if anything, the freedom he got now, brother, is what I sent for him when I did the moto proprio.
Right.
Okay. Because I sent him a copy. And I watched things change in the prison because I sent it to his boss, not the warden, his boss. And I seen everything change since then. And he told his family, and he told certain people in his family that he on this ship. Whether you like it or not, it made me no difference. And he told, if you don't get on this ship, he said, nets all of you. So all that Sabian crap y'all doing, that's 28,000 years, he asked me. Ain't got no merit nowhere, no venue nowhere, just a culture, clothes and all that. But they spend a whole lot of money to look nice on Facebook. Then claim they getting the chief out, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, they want to go out and spend money on on clothes and material, but I ain't seen none of them niggas go get no bar license.
But yeah, bar license, yeah.
Ain't none of them. When they ready to go hire somebody to come and represent their chief. You feel me? Funny.
Right.
You know, so they only call him what they don't even understand and respect the title that he's nationalized under. They so arrogant, they gonna go change it, the Caboni, all that bullcrap. Put all kind of crazy pictures out there that he said he approved. Come on, man. That's so they just dishonor the brother so bad. I don't fault him. I nits him too.
So this.
But since they know so much, you know, they should know what I'm saying. Since they don't know nothing, because they got their own little clique they've been running around for the last 20 years under. You know? You know. Sold the lodge out, put it back under Georgia, all that bullcrap.
Wow.
Shriners ran away claiming they know something out of all these certificates. And they couldn't even spell the name backwards.
Yeah.
Been around, man. You know, whoever the other cast is, I have no clue because they have no status.
That's right.
Like I said, I heard that other boy with that paperwork that loaded Tyler that I was dealing with my cousin down there, a Samson boy down in Miami. My, you know, Rodney, dealing with him on it. But other than that, I don't know nothing. I don't know. They ain't no interest. They have no venue. Just another one gonna come around. Like I said, I've been around 20 years. I didn't see them come and go. You see the Morris Americans now, only reason they're hanging on because the Pope came with a civil order. Before that, the courts came and shut them boys down because they were using that Great Seal paperwork to attempt to get out of jail. You know, all that dealing out there. I use them words, okay?
Right. And
then after the Pope came out the letter, it came out talking about they were the American state citizen. I was like, go read the paperwork. God damn, ain't nothing that paperwork said about no damn Morris America. You have people out trying to offset debt using that, threatening them and stuff. That's all crazy paperwork. All the other cats, I have no clue. That don't mean nothing. You know, I see them out there putting their fezes on all that crap. Don't mean nothing. It's just let me know how ignorant y'all. You feel me? You ain't got no venue. If you want to be a noble Moor, well, the Moor had a venue. You feel me? So you out here walking around with the fez on, you ain't got no venue. You walking going to the driver's license place, putting a fez on, taking a picture for a driver's license. You don't understand nothing about no damn contract.
That's the question that should be asked. Do you understand contract? Do you understand what it is to have a state? You feel me? How did you get the Empress title? Shit like that. Why y'all go so hard for somebody that's locked up that was indicted as a gang leader?
Who that?
What's this dude from the Disciples?
I ain't never heard of him. What you talking about?
Nah, you know who it is. If I could name his name, what's his name, y'all?
Larry Hoover.
One, Larry Hoover. Thank you,
Larry Hoover.
Larry Hoover.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about him?
Yeah, what does that do? Because that's what they harp on. It's a free Larry Hoover campaign. I'm like, okay, what's the point of that?
You gotta realize they don't understand. I ain't gonna downgrade the brother because they never can't talk to me about it. But I have very limited knowledge on that level.
Well, that was my point.
But hold on.
Okay.
The thing about me is just it's contract. So whatever contract he established that got him in that situation, you got to go back and review that contract. You feel me? You know, so you got to look at that de facto status and how to de facto course and do things in that contract. They never addressed the real contract. So, like I said, they never can't talk to me. So, like I said, I got a state to run, but that's dealing with your record contract. You don't have you're a debtor. You are guilty. A corporation is guilty. So when you're going to say not guilty, you bring controversy to the court. Then you got to get an attorney to turn you over to the court. So whatever he did, I won't dare. I don't know why he signed. Even with Chief Black Eagle. You feel me? You feel me? He had his family go sign for him and all that. They didn't know a damn thing about contract. You feel me? So we went in court for him to represent him as a chief. They told us he couldn't stand on this damn square. And you know me. What you mean you can't stand on the square? They didn't call these folk crackers for 30 damn years. You mean he can't stand? You feel me? We came and gave them legs to stand, so and they didn't let us see them. So they missed that. They missed that journey because they want to be rulers or models or whatever they want to be. You know, to keep control of that. Throw away me. That's all. That's why they always control the mic. You know.
Right.
Yeah, you get on the mic and say something they don't want to hear, they cut you off. That's all. That's all that control the mic bullshit. Because they don't want to be exposed.
Right.
You feel me?
Right. And I asked the same question, Protector, that I asked 5 years ago, like you said. When you first opened up for us to get on, I asked the question. Why wouldn't we if the man say he got a state, why wouldn't we first at least investigate and see if it's real? And if it's real, why wouldn't you join up if the whole point is freedom? Because you're supposed to be a freedom fighter. But you can't free nobody, which everybody suffers from a messiah complex, right? Until you free yourself. So this man came along and gave you a venue to be able to free yourself.
Hold on. I came along to give up first. I came along to free my damn self first.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? I came along to prove them all wrong, and I freed my damn self first. Feel me?
Yeah,
so,
that's real.
You know what I'm saying? So then when I proved myself right and get outside this system, you became what? The worst enemy. Best kept secret now. You feel me?
Right.
So you got people want to drive Bentleys every day and be showboat. That's all they know. So they couldn't come along and walk small with a big stick like I had to, because you got to learn how to pay yourself now, because you got your own venue. So in reality, the dollar started to be downgraded when I signed the Constitution 213. And if you go back and look at our records, you can see China and Russia, because they was on our mail list back then. Well, they still is, certain mailings, but they knew about us way back then. And they knew the government of the United States are signed in a state. Remember what the current president said? What? We've been knowing about him since when? Obama. We've been knowing about the sovereign emperor since Obama era. We don't mess with his government, and we thank the Lord he don't mess with our government. That's a fact, Jack. That's from the president of the United States. The current one, not the former one, the one that's sitting right now. That's out there on the mic. I know that shook a lot of you up, right?
Shook a lot of them up.
Huh?
Indeed, shook a lot of them up.
Check y'all up too in a way, right?
Oh yeah, in a way, indeed. Yeah, indeed.
All right, so what else we got?
I got a quick question for you, Protector.
Did I have the brother on what's his name? The brother y'all mentioned?
Yeah, you cleared it, definitely cleared up.
I mean, I'm asking him, not y'all. Did he good?
Waiting on his response until he says so. Can't say. Yeah. We'll let you know when he responds.
Emperor. All right.
Yep.
All right, what have we got
now? Sujar right here again. The Treaty of Burns and the Aegis. Does that come by way of you winning the postal case? Like, how does that protection work under that contract?
When the post office came with a false arrest back in 2003, it was at that time, unbeknown to them and everybody else, it became a sovereign versus a sovereign, because I was nationalized as Chief Michael Thunderfire. Okay. And then I came in and got the Truth Language, who made me a sovereign prince. And then we came right after we got the apostille. My name been at the State Department to get #1 on the apostille, get the state. Then I became Claim of Life, which made me a sovereign prince. Okay, so when they hit me, they hit a sovereign prince. That's why the case was so big. But they put my picture on Atlanta News for a whole month, right beside Chief Black Eagle, saying we were trying to embezzle money from the post office to restart the New Army Nation. And that was the biggest lie you ever heard. You feel me? Because we knew how to rob the bank, they say legally and lawfully, because we had our own state. So they had to shut down any way they could. That's why they came at us so hard, because they couldn't let the other folk out there on the market venture down that path you know, because what we had done. You know, I tell you what they called it, body and Clyde.
Right.
I said, well, Amun must be in body. God damn sure with Clyde, right?
Right.
so, so, so they had to shut us down all the way mean. So when I had to go to enter their court, okay, I came in as who I am, Kufu News Z something else. You feel me? And the court asked me, could I prove that I was Kufu News Z something else? And I told her in her face, yeah, I can prove it. And they said, the only way you could prove it is you got to have an officer for the United States recognizing your state. And I told her, we do got that. And they said, you got an officer to recognize the United States recognizing your state? I said, yeah. He said, can I see it? Sure. If you're going to file in court. And she said, yeah, we're going to file in court. That's why you ain't seen that case since. You seen the whole courtroom clear out.
Right.
You seen the whole courtroom clear out. You seen the CIA, FBI, OIG, postal inspectors, sheriff, police, everybody clear the courtroom when I pull that document out. See, they want to show that on YouTube. They want me to show it to them. You got to get it from the court. That's why they hid in 513. But when I wrote the motu proprio, you see how much power I got. Why? Because I had them go open up 513 now. So they had to go prove to the post office, the Kingdom of Morocco, Spain, the Pope, everybody that I had docked the state properly. That's why you see me. Then I stepped on the scene as who? The Nama Emperor. Who's the Nama Emperor?
Oh, caps HEM. Yeah.
See?
Who's Nama Emperor?
So you getting that from heads of state at the UN, well, you already recognize big time. Now it's about you running your state like we're doing now. And I'm grooming y'all to be ready to go out there and operate as a state and have diplomat, as a diplomat to represent your state to move your ship by all means necessary without fear of favor. That's where we at. So that's why you see right now, we at that point of their session and we're at a certain point in our journey. So that's why you see this call says what? This month says what? Call y'all out. Feel me?
Right.
Time for you guys to put up or shut up. Feel me? Because if you got a nose of a session that can trump mine, bring it.
We'd love to see it.
You know what I'm saying? I love to see it. And make sure you send to the proper officials because you got to know who to send it to. You feel me? See,
Right.
So they know so much out there. You feel me? Yeah.
Indeed.
See, so you at that level, you know what that means. You got a session that only what? A true monarch can do in a session. To claim land biting treaty, you gotta have treaty rights to do a notice of a session. So that's why y'all know people out in the world ain't never heard of it, right? Because they ain't had no treaty right, they ain't had no rights at all. That's why they didn't know about it. You feel me? The only thing to do, build organization, try to file run behind the scenes, try to use the recording service at the courthouses, they file their little trust paperwork, their little UCC paperwork, all that crap they doing, and they go create all these seals, and so they learn how to go get seals made, and then they got flags now, so they learn how to fly the red flag, and all that. That's all legal jargon that came around in the 80s, man, 90s. It just kept filtering on. That's all. A new crew come along every 5-10 years. Feel like they're gonna take it to another level. We sit back and watch, and they don't go no farther than the rest of them. Half of them now don't even read what the hell they're writing. And if they do read it, they don't understand none of that crap. Y'all know I be breaking down contracts. When you looked at it a certain way, I come in and turn down another way. You like, damn, you feel me? Say what?
You're right, that's right.
Yeah. There's another question from YouTube. This question is from a Musa Weir. Question is, allodial can only be given by the allodium. Is that you? If so, there's this place I want. Laughing out loud. For real though, can you write the allodial title?
I mean, I am who I am. I'm already, my status. Go read my bio. They just read it.
It's right
All
here.
that's my whole status is allodial. I don't have to write anything. I'm already done. That's why I'm on the scene as a nominee because I'm allodium. you can't have a status of an emperor if you're not a lodium. It's impossible to be a lodial under anybody. You're the emperor. That's why the queen, de facto Queen Elizabeth, when she came into the UN in 205, what she say? There could be no more emperors. Because the United States are authentic a state within and got rid of that three-card model they got. They call it three flags. Or three, the three seals, or three keys, they say. Vatican, England, and United States. Feel me? Run the whole damn world. Feel me? So she let them know the military came in and signed you in. Authenticate you. They ain't signed you in. Authenticate you. You already had your own right. Feel me? So that's why I say they don't understand the titles. They stuck on that T-bone stuff up in Philadelphia. All that crap he teaches. I ran through that stuff and left a long way. 05, 06, never looked back. Ain't had no meaning. And damn sure had no venue. And they think that I did 90% of what them cats I attempt to do now. Oh, hell, we were gone. But that stuff didn't have no venue. What's that? You feel me? So it didn't take me 15 times to read it and get rid of it. Right? He tell me that one time, I'm gone. Because we came with clean hands. We came with clean hands. They didn't want to talk to us because we were Native American. So we doing our best to explain to them that if you claim to be Stillwater, whatever you claim to be, some more, whatever, and you sail the 7 seas and all that. So y'all roll down the east coast of America, seeing all these fine sisters over there on the island, and you didn't stop to go talk to none of them. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Sound like some more undercover crap there than me, you ask me. You feel me? So they say you ain't got no
You funny.
So then we kept growing into we became American natives because we the original. So we kept on. We say that's why you keep advancing. See, so that's why they call themselves Native American. We call it no. We non-monastics. We're American native. We were here for all of you.
But
see, we able to change it in our doctrine and what it sticks because we got a sovereign state. They can't come tell us how we do anything under our state. Now we just at that level of developing to work with them at the State Department level, the UN level, whatever, to move your state. But you got to know how to go out and represent yourself as a diplomat. And that's some serious training for those who ain't read the declaration on what is consular relations and diplomatic relations, judicial offenses, immunities of states and their property, treaty law. Why they got to read that for? Because they citizens. You read it because you got a state. So that's why you got your new marching orders. You feel me? That's why people don't know how to operate a trust. They got other people representing them. Bullcrap. Feel me? Because when you do a trust and you become a trustee, well, that trust give you new laws. You got bylaws and indenture. You're not that corporation citizen no more. You got to operate as a trustee of a trust to fund the trust. So that's why you see people don't know how to operate trust. They go get the wills and all that crap because they don't know how to be a trustee. And it's more, and being a trustee, seriously, is more powerful than this crap. But they try to say they got some nationality bull crap. You feel me? It's more powerful than that because you should doct in that system as what you're doing. You feel me? As a trustee, and but they can't doct themselves nowhere. They claim they got some damn nationality, and they got to present stuff like they got some stat. I be laughing. I was like, man, people don't read nothing these days. Ignorance of the law, no excuse. According to their script, they say what? My people lost for lack of what? Knowledge. You got these folks claim they got some knowledge, they ain't got nothing.
Right. Wow. So in this space, questions do come to mind. So because you said you said a lot right there. So can you explain your bio and the importance of showing your authority then?
Because where you came from, it don't exist. Where you come from, you don't exist. It's not even possible to exist the way they got the system set up in the world. That's why you had to come get a receipt. But you see how I done got so. I'm at this point now. I can write on one legal page. You feel me? to show you my bio, and then you see how far I carry you back. You know,
Right.
but that's why you had to come give it, because you got that bio. If you got it, you use it. If you ain't got it, you can't use it.
Okay.
You see?
Yeah.
So I got it. So I use it. So
As you
when
said,
you're talking to people, they want to know who I am. You ain't got to do your best to explain me.
Right.
Tell them to go read. Don't play that long. Tell them to go read. And then if they can read, we might can get somewhere. You know, reading's fundamental.
Right.
Feel me?
can't talk about it if you ain't lived it. That's a fact,
Right.
Jack.
You got people go to your website and say, oh, that's very colorful. Ain't read a damn word. See? You got all these so-called sovereignties and they claiming they got some venues. Then where the government at then? I ain't seen their website that can tell y'all. We got our own government. And we .us. What is it? .com, .org. Come on. See? Because .us means what? The owner has to reveal his identity. That's why you don't see nobody using US. Because the owner. See? I'm the owner. Right. So when you go check mine, he says what? Kufu, Renew, Z, Samson, L. The owner. You feel me?
Right.
So they got to go get a .com and all that bullcrap. They always say, no, CMYE-IRKR.US. This is our sister country. We only using them until we get our own server. Outside that, we don't need it for nothing else.
Wow.
And that's almost going off into the second part of the question on that and showing the importance of your authority. And that it goes off into explaining the significance of an act of state, the official act of state.
Right. That's why Obama came and said what? United States a cruise ship, not a speedboat.
Right.
Okay. Why? Because Chief Black Eagle had 4 more years on that contract for him to right the way. But they didn't let us talk to him, so he didn't know what to do. So they let that. That's why I say he advocated his seat. See? That's why I came in and changed to do what I want to do with it. They can get mad or glad. Maybe no damn deal. I own everything. I own his fingernails. I own his hair. I own everything. I own everything about that man. But I'm not selfish. See? That's his. Huh? I appreciate him putting him under my jurisdiction. And I'm going to keep it for him. I told y'all back in the day, I set up a royal house for him so he can come straight that mess. I ain't got time to deal with it. I said it went a year or two ago. Ain't none of his family showed up. Why? Because they fakers.
Right.
They ain't really interested in getting that man out.
Right.
It's that same old love song bullshit they doing. I ain't got no interest in getting that man out. Actually, someone waiting on him to die so they can say, "Oh, he said this and that." You know how that bullshit go. Yeah. But y'all know I protected him a long time ago because I knew what was coming.
Indeed.
When you gonna get him? When I feel like it. I ain't in no rush. He cool. That's why I sent the paperwork in for him. He leave my property alone until I come get him. Because you gotta get certain things set up in the government to be able to transfer that property over, and they don't understand that. So you ain't got time to deal with them. They want to go to Ghana, play all that. They some damn ambassador or all that bullshit. You know. They ain't got. That's what I said. Sad case, man. Tough crowd, man. Tough crowd.
Right. You got that right. You make it clear now about the ego. Just listening to you, you make it real clear about the ego. Because your ego, you want to be a hero. You feel me?
Right.
And you're not realizing that there is an apparatus in place to get them out. You just have to work through that apparatus. Like he told them, get your ass on the ship. Ain't nothing over here.
No. He told them that told them to come get me to get him out. He told them that back in 03. They came to me. They came to me with that old bullshit law track talking about you got to come on our law so we can teach you how to go get him. I said, really? I told the facto chief down at Loganville, down at Latif boy, right? I told him, I said, man, pass that blunt. So that way he can run back to him, man, they smoke weed. Make everybody hate you, right?
That's funny.
Yes, sir.
What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think I'll do? What do you think I'll do to the chief when I see him? Hand him my pipe, right?
Right. Yeah, it's been a long time coming.
A long time.
Hey, I know that's right, Protector.
I
Bullets.
tell you, that's what I said. I said when I meet Biden, he need him a hit. That way,
Yeah.
I bet
need
he
it.
be rolling. You see that coffee legalized. I told y'all what. When I come to my seat, they gonna legalize. Why? It's legalized.
On the record.
That's right.
Bullets. That's right.
For the
Tell y'all that.
longest.
Yeah, that's right. Emperor, did you say that the chief mentioned?
Remember I told y'all about the military? Remember I told y'all about the military? When I had that big meeting with the generals and stuff, they want to know how. They want to know, trying to stereotype me, because I got, guilty by association. So 10 more of my boy got positive urinalysis, mine was negative. So they still do the drug rehab book, right? So the guy in there was alcoholic. So I refused to go. So I went to the gym every day because I was a base team basketball player. So they were gonna kick me out. So I had this big meeting. So I figured out why all these people here, the 2-star general, 1-star general, everything, right? So this drunk gonna stand up, tell them why, I should be getting a general discharge. Man, I hit that table so hard, scared the hell out of that 2-star general. He said, I want to hear what he got to say. And you know me, I went off. So then he asked me about it. Well, why black people, why do African Americans get so mad when a Caucasian, a white man, we call him Caucasian, call you a nigga? Because I knocked my supervisor out because he called me a nigga. And, he didn't get nigger out. He got nigga, and he was on the floor. So they kind of got the ambulance to come pick him up. And I got out like what do you call them things, 15? So, so that, so I'm going, they coming at me, right? They throwing everything at me, So he said, so I said, I was dating Carmen there, y'all know who she is. And so they said, that, you can't smoke weed in the military. And I said, what? I told them when I came in. That dude just said, what you mean? I said, when I came through Raleigh, and they did that, all the tests to get you to lightning to go to basic training, the lady asked me, how about, do you smoke weed, coke, and all that? I said, I don't do all the rest of it, but I smoke the weed. I smoke the joint coming up from Raleigh, from Clinton. She said, you smoke some weed on marijuana? I said, yeah, I got smoke. What's going back to? What's the problem? She said, Mr. Sampson, you can't smoke no weed. She said, you got to promise me that I'm going to pass you through, but you can't smoke no more weed now. I said, okay, then cool. No problem. So they came at me, The general asked me these questions. I told them what happened. They cracking up. They cracking up. They said, this man here. They've been watching me since I walked in the door. And at the end of the day, they made me supervisor of everybody. And my Colonel Roman, I tell you about, when I told you, he said, we did a estimate on you that, your type of energy come around 1 in a trillion. I said, 1 in a trillion what? He said, souls.
Wow.
He said, so one day when you read and get older, if you read across this song on Proverbs, don't believe nothing you hear, have to believe what you see. He asked me, could I think of him? So he took my file, right? That about 3 inches thick. And he dropped it in the trash can. And he said, that's what we feel about all the stuff you did, because you have wrote new laws since you've been in. And then he gave me they wouldn't send me back to work, they called me Mr. Sampson. Then they didn't call me Sergeant or anything. They called me Mr. Sampson. So everywhere I went on the base after that was Mr. Sampson.
Impressive.
That's the one I taught me how to smoke a cigar. So he was teaching me how to smoke a cigar, right? He said, you can't inhale it like weed now. You got to blow it back there.
No, you found out the hard way.
Yeah, because I'm in his office. See, I had to go report the next morning after the meeting and everything, right?
Know your chest.
I had to report that morning. I'm cleaning his whistle. So when I get to his office, his secretary was like, "Hi, Mr. Sampson." I'm like, "Mr. Sampson, hell, they done kick me the fuck out." And she said, "Well, the colonel's waiting on you." I go in there. He said, "Hey, Mr. Sampson, what's going on here?" He said, have a seat. You're a smoke cigar? No. He said, this is Cuban, the real thing. Yeah, he came, cut it, showed me how to cut it. Then we started pulling. He said, you can't smoke that like weed now. You guys got to blow it out. He poured me a glass of bourbon, and we just started talking. And he told me one day when I grow, through that knowledge, that I think of him. So, yeah. So I told you, they've been watching me ever since I've been traveling, dog. So, it's all written down. I always got a war. I always got a witness, don't I?
That's right.
So I got a question for you, Protector, just based on that. They got the ability to see your energy. What type of beings is these cats in the high military rank?
Man, you straight there just like I was going.
Man, they say they've been watching me since I stepped foot in basic training.
Golly.
Yeah. That's why I went to Shujah.
Nah, because you can imagine it's thousands upon thousands of people that come through the military. So they see all types of freaking energy. You feel what I'm saying? So to be able to analyze this one and tell you to your face, yo, you like 1 in a trillion, bro. We done seen it all. That is craziness.
I told y'all when I was going through the post office court case, right? The prosecutor brought in they said they allowed her to go in my military file. And I said, they allowed you in my military file? She said, yeah. I said, well, I know you seen something. She looked at the judge and said, yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. I said, I bet it is. They let you see my military file. She said, no, then they won't mess with the right one, right?
Right.
So I finally, I had to go through all that 58 years. Unbeknown to me, in my 58th year, I opened up the gates of hell. You feel me? And I did a live song. I did Psalm 91. You know what I'm saying? I did Psalm 2. You feel me? And Psalm 23. See? I did 3 songs, 3 days in a row for y'all, 4 for me. You feel me? And I ended it with Hear Thou and Understand. The flame, the source that I wrote from top writing. That ain't been around 30,000 years.
Right.
And it worked. You seeing the results of it now, don't
you? That's a fact, Jack. It worked. I ain't seen nothing else in this world.
I'm in 58 number 3, right? This is 3rd year, right? Everything happened in 3s, right?
Yeah.
And as I get close to my seat, you're gonna see a whole lot more happening, aren't you? That's why I say get your on. So without worry about Chief Black Eagle, he cool. When it's already word out, that it's time limited. It's for those who know, So it ain't nothing to be spelt around all that crap they doing out there. To me personally, all that chanting and stuff they're doing is keeping them locked up because they don't know what the hell they're chanting. All the spells they're throwing out there is keeping them locked up because they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Wow.
So they don't realize they're speaking it is actually hindering him from getting out. So they become the cursors themselves, their own teacher.
Yeah.
You can look at their condition. Half of them ex-prisoners. They only working in 5 to 10 cent jobs. You feel me? And then they hustling the people out there to live a certain life, but they want to drive a fancy car. But look at half of them working in warehouses, security, all that bullshit. Feel me?
Right.
Only thing they showing up on Facebook, all their new clothes, making them look good at their events, like they all been doing back in the cheap days. Who can dress best? Feel me? Ain't got a part to pull piss out of, or window to throw it out. I missed that part, right? Grandma said, "I never missed that part."
Probably missed that. Go to the window to throw it out of it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why we came to Europe in the first place, because they didn't have a fucking pot to piss in or window to throw it out. Had to teach them how to clean up, bud. What?
Right.
So we came and created our latest creation was the calendar, a 13-month, all that. See, 28 days. You feel me? So you do your own thing. We got our own time. So as we moving, you able to do everything. You able to go everywhere. You just got your own venue. And in reality, as we get to that level, the 5 all them y'all see out there, they be actually escorting you wherever you need to go because they can't allow their citizens to allow them to cross to a foreign jurisdiction.
Right.
That's why you you see all these guns out here. That's why they gunning up.
Right.
You go back and read the Civil War, the Pope wrote, he told you what they get ready to do. Yeah. So in protecting their bar car seat, they also got to protect that sovereign that's coming in, and they got to make sure their citizens ain't bringing them across their what? A lawful jurisdiction. So they can only legally and administratively control you, control your mind, your body, your soul. That's what they're doing. Right. They got you in that hope stage. You know, I hope Jesus come. I hope Muhammad come. I hope Musa come. I hope Dr. York get out. I hope this. That's all they do. Hope, hope, hope.
That's true.
They have no
pray, pray, pray. Pray, pray, pray. Now they got it. Now they're going up. They're getting deep, y'all. They're going to get NGOs now, bringing them out here talking to the people as if they got some damn status. NGOs, the non-government organizations recognized by a charter at the United Nations, and then they got an NGO status. That means they got a good invitation from a foreign country, and it's for them to help bring commerce to that country. That country ain't paying them shit. So then they get out here and lie to y'all about they some NGO trying to hustle y'all to get some money. As if they got some status because they got ID. Right. They have ceremonies charging $200 to enter. Like man, big clowns. Where we at, y'all?
There's a question in the chat, Emperor, from Nanya Dijia Shaurore. Can you explain the significance of the Vienna Convention on the Laws of Treaties in the context of the ECMYE-IRKR jurisdiction and authority?
Hold on, man.
Mm-hmm.
What are you saying?
Yeah, from Nanya Dijia Shaurore. Can you explain the significance of the Vienna Convention on the Laws of Treaties in the context of the ECMYE-IRKR jurisdiction and authority?
To have a venue, you gotta have treaty law. So when you do to claim you're attached to a treaty, you gotta know how to do a notice of accession. That's what a session does. Attaches you to the treaties that you put in your document. It's up. They gotta go check and all that and verify. Okay. Mm-hmm. So once you come under that treaty law, well, they have an international, law of treaties. So your treaties that's under your state now, you have to regulate them according to law of treaties. In our case, by us being who we are, all them past treaties, like Treaty of Utrecht, Treaty of San Ildefonso, the Treaty of America, Treaty of Peace Friendship, all that stuff, we can, as we moving out, we can update them, eliminate them, and write our own because we part and parcel of them. So yeah, then we got more authority of because I inherited. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So the seat that they didn't want you to have, you got because I inherited. All the way back to 70s. Like you see, former President Obama saying the Moroccan Treaty of Peace Friendship is the oldest treaty for the United States. Mm-hmm. Okay, but now they don't exist no more. But I'll go back to the Treaty of Utrecht, 1713, and I actually go back to 1513 with the Yamasee and the Spaniard War. A lot of people don't remember that. But that's your story. We can go back to your Yamasee or Yamashi history. Okay, our story. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense to you?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely, Emperor. I appreciate that. We was touching on treaties. I know we mentioned it, but I just asking that question helped explain a little more.
Okay.
Yeah. Another question from YouTube, from Musa Weir. Emperor, if one had a proposal to help with the missions, who would we submit that to receive proper guidance and stay in correspondence with the empire's interests, not conflict?
Well, y'all got that out.
Mm-hmm.
Repeat that question.
Sure. From Musa Weir again, from YouTube. Emperor, if one had a proposal to help with the missions, who would we submit that to receive proper guidance to stay in correspondence with the empire's interest, not conflict.
Right. That's y'all got that out. Send a message to the IIRS,
Right.
and then schedule a Zoom call, and we can come in and talk and see what you got. Ain't got no problem.
All
right. You know, everything you got as the government, you gotta have recorded for your government.
Right.
So a lot of people don't like coming to a live call like that, but we're a government. So that let you know we ain't coming to play games or all that. You know,
no game. Yeah.
You know, I ain't got time to play games.
No.
Seriously. So a lot of people, you know, you talk to them. Okay, I'm the, as they say, I'm down to earth one. Ain't one of them because I had a raise to this seat. So I came up amongst you, walked with you, fed with you, played ball with you, and everything. So you know, I'm cool. I just want you to come in and learn how to run your state and know how to be a normal and know how to drop all that madness. You feel me? But so that's open to anybody. That's why we got NED. That's why you read it on that first page. NED, NDs. If you come in and you got the qualification to come in and sit in one of these positions to run the state. That makes sense to you?
Make perfect
they have
sense. Yeah, we sent them the IMRS email details he can make contact with. Yeah. Thank you, Emperor. I yield. I yield, host. Over to you.
All right. So we have another question here, Emperor. Are plenary civil powers exercised by other world leaders over their territories? Back to the bio part of
say what now?
Back to the bio part, you know, questions from your bio. When you demonstrated that you exercise plenary civil powers, are plenary civil powers exercised by other world leaders over their territories?
No. They ain't got none. They all fight. That's why the Pope told you in the civil order. They all signed away from all that. They all executives. We got 3 levels of monarchy. You got absolute, well, constitution to them, but I'm imperial constitution. And then you got executive. So they're executive monarchs out there. They can't show they're true sovereign. That's when David came along with truth language, and that's why I told y'all all of them got exposed, but they never thought they had to come and prove it. They were just born with a silver spoon in their mouth.
Right.
So when David came with truth language, quantum, and they done took silver and gold, that's lawful, legal, lawful tender, and put their name on it, but they made it a verb. That's treason.
Right. That's treason. That's right.
So when they knew they were going down, they came and shut David up. Right. But he already told us or taught us that by y'all having y'all estate, that's why y'all don't understand. David had to go to DC, Rothschild, England, and the postal board of governors. So when he taught us, that was the first person who officially on the record told us we had our own state. Because he talking to the board of governors up there in the post office. So that let you know that you got a true sovereign on the land. And that's why the post office lost their sovereignty when they lost their case. That's why you see that bill so high. But it's only gonna be settled through your own jurisdiction. That's what we're doing now. I ain't got no problem with it. You feel me? Right. That makes sense to you?
Oh yeah, indeed it does. Yeah, that's why they can't handle exercise, all that kind of stuff. Oh, there are any other questions? Yeah, I can. You explained exactly what my question was. So yeah, you explained like, no, they don't exercise plenary civil powers over
they got a constitution. You go back and look at Britain, all of them. They got a parliament constitution. They have no sovereignty. No true sovereignty. No, they all go through their little constitution. It's about the best show similar to a official ceremony with the king, with Putin ceremony.
Right.
Excuse me.
My moderator there, who's got a mic open? They want a question. Do you have a question for the Emperor?
Yeah, currently right now there's no questions in the chat nor in the Zoom. So over to you, host.
Did I answer that question properly?
Yes, you did, Emperor. All right. We have another question here. It says, what are constructive agreements of intent?
I don't see what y'all know. Give me a second. Y'all can answer that question.
Nanya Shajar?
All right, come on, give it to me. Go and give it to me again.
All right, it says, what are constructive agreements of intent?
All right. Well, it's intention, but you cut it off and say intent. It goes back to intention. So what happens is when you have sovereign authority, okay, and you had the full faith and credit that we got under our status, okay. You got somebody typing in the background. When you send out an intention, that makes only thing they got to do is sign it. It has its value from you and your signature and your apostille. So when you're dealing with a foreign state and you got an intention like Fatilla, casino, hemp project, all that, when you send it to that foreign state, the only thing they got to do is sign it. But since of so many of them, when we first stepped on them in 2021 and moving up to that level, understanding full faith and credit, understand full faith and credit, that's when you seen, remember I told you that was one that I sent to the Haiti president, and right after that, before he got assassinated. So, because they knew he wouldn't recognize. So then you seen the other ones, countries without naming the names here, went to the State Department to find out about my status, and they got answers immediately. You feel me? So that intention is from your sovereign authority. So you can send out an intention to whatever you want to work on with sovereign states. So I gave y'all 4. I think I gave y'all like 4 projects, but y'all still ain't grown to it all the way yet. But I imagine you get there. We get there soon, right?
That's correct. Hey, working on it.
So that help you out.
Oh yes, absolutely.
We setting up at another venue here, so I might get my picture back off. So I'm giving them time to set up. So we good? Come on.
All right. The next question is, where was the ancient empire Al Morocco, and how is it designated today?
Oh, ancient empire was the emperor. Where it's amazing that you hear the story of the emperor, and then they put the picture of the emperor, but they called him a sultan. You feel me? And they say George Washington talked to the Sultan of Morocco. You see, I'm an emperor, and I can't even raise the flag of my predecessor. Okay, only an emperor can raise his predecessor's flag. So now I gave them the ultimatum to come and prove to me that he was a sovereign. A sultan. It was a damn emperor. So when you picked up that genealogy, that traces it all the way back to 789. And you go back farther, but just that genealogy of Morocco with the emperor, that goes all the way back to the Idris. Go back to the Idris clan. All the way back to 789. You feel me?
Right. Well, okay.
That's all of your decoration.
Indeed.
Alaman, all that's in decoration. Right. We touched on everything. That's why folks don't realize I had to touch on everything. I had to be able to bring all the bloodlines on the one banner. I had to
touch on Asian black man. I had to touch on everything. You feel me?
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
That's why they say only a true sovereign can come and write a declaration decree. So you got all these cats out here on the market talking all that crap, singing all them teachings and all that. Just ask them to write a declaration decree if they claim to be some sheikh, some imam, or whatever title they claim to go by. If they got some authority, just tell them to write a declaration decree to prove who they are, like I did.
Right.
Because only a true sovereign can write a declaration decree at the same time and put them in one document.
Mm.
And when you go in that declaration decree, that last page, that post office mailing, that's the one I sent to President Obama that they sent down to Miami, and Trump got it that Monday. And you see his whole presidency changed after that. After he got that document that I sent to Obama, same declaration decree that's online right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let him know that you ain't the big dog in the house, all right? Come on. Come on.
Why are imperial privileges?
I got a question. I got a question right here in the room. He said, what was it?
Oh, I'm sorry.
He said, did former President Trump know about me for that letter? I doubt it during his campaign. I don't, that was me. I'm top secret. I'm nuclear. When they say he had nuclear documents in Mar-a-Lago, well, that was some of my documents because I'm nuclear. You feel me? They got me on that level. So once he got in and found out about it, that's when the Republicans got mad because remember George Bush era is when we came in with Colin Powell.
Right.
After that, you got Obama. Obama came in, seeing what I was sending him stuff, and he seen what I sent him, and he's like, "Wait a minute, you feel me?" And they checked the record and everything. That's when he came out with United States Crucial, not Speedboat. So that officially put me on record at the White House, all over the record. But I had to wait with the state because we have already had a chief of commander in chief, which was Chief Black Eagle. Okay,
right.
But they won't let us talk to him. But when he dropped the Constitution under the government, it became organic. And then the fight though boy down in Georgia, the clan chief forever. Okay, once he made him a clan chief, well, the government come running to Chief Black Eagle come in and systematize the government. You drop the Constitution there for foundation when you had to revise it. So the Klan, well, wasn't the Klan at the time, the embassy at the time had to rewrite the United Arab Nation Moral Constitution and made it for the Klan, but left the original under government because that's where he dropped it at. So by him not coming revising it to update it with the government, okay, the other three families had the opportunity like mine, I did. And when I rewrote it, okay, come on, Majetti. When I rewrote it, okay, I added powers and military code for the Imperial Constitution. So it's at its fourth level now, the Constitution. But yeah, fourth level. So so you inherit all that power that the Constitution brings to your state. You see, so when he didn't systematize in 10 years, well, he lost all the credibility. And the only way that government, the embassy, neighboring government, embassy, was saved because I was a sovereign prince. And only a sovereign can come and raise it because, even on the Washington side, when Crown Prince Ramsey Bay passed in 2004, where the seat was left under the sovereign state, I own the state. So if the United Washington done the Maya Nation, they had a chief, but he never systematized. So he advocated his seat just like Chief Black Eagle advocated his seat. So now I had control of two governments. The United Washington done the Maya and the Yamasee Native American Government Bill Manifesto. I had both of their status. And so to prove it, right, that I had that status, how was I able to create the CMYE country? See? Only way you can do that, you got to have the status. So when Obama came and said I had state crucial, because they knew I had the status as a sovereign emperor or prince at that time, head of state. And you notice when that boy in that Nubian nation, Sabian nation, when he went to the Department of the Interior to try to get that paperwork, that Yamasee crack and had our name, trying to attach themselves to us, they told him he had to go talk to who? The head of state, Khufu, Moon, or that brother down in Georgia. He wasn't the first. I was the first. Then Moon, because of the post office contract. Then they had to fight, though, down in Georgia. That boy called himself Latif. Okay? Feel me? So that's on record. So when I came with the moto proprio, I had to update the file. Because Moon don't live no more. All that status under me. Him and Hadik. Matter of fact, Hadik's birthday this month. You feel me? Co-sign. You feel me? Both their families under me. I got all of it. So that treaty that we signed with Crown Prince Ramsey Bay, he told him at that signing that if he signed it, it's like Khufu's here because I couldn't get off post office. I had so many write-ups and they won't let me off. So I called Crown Prince and I couldn't make it. And he said it online, on the phone, with everybody there, saying when he signed it, it's as if I was there with him. You feel me? So you see, so I got his part of the treaty, my part of the treaty, a Moon part of the treaty, and Hadik part of the treaty. All the rest of the cats them fell off because they didn't know what to do. Then that boy down in Fayetteville tried to claim that he was some whatever. And then he had some secretary chiefs to point him as the prince. Like, that sounds like, ignorance of the law, just dumb, And he got people following it. He followed him, seriously. So I help you out, everybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what else we got?
All right. So why are imperial privileges called, quote, white privileges? And what are those privileges?
Say it again.
What are imperial privileges called white privileges? Why? Why are imperial privileges?
White privilege. No. You got it wrong. And it's the I, not the E. Okay.
Right. Yes,
Yeah, okay. So that come under Emperor Muhammad. Okay. That comes under his title called treaty. White privilege is treaty law. So when they stole your rights, they stole treaty. They stole treaty frame, which is why they claim was white privileges. Okay. Then they changed their status from Caucasian or Tomahawk to become white, and with the 1865 Ku Klux Klan oath. You feel me? So they took on that in perpetuity. What they signed on to, Stone Mountain, all that crap, all them dead folk out there. So when they were trying to claim they were freeing themselves 19 Juneteenth, they claimed, and Galveston, well, the rebels was signing a pact to steal your privileges forever. Until I came and got them out. That's what the Revolutionary War was about. Let's say not revolution, the Civil War. They couldn't give you all that folklore. Big, like I say, big bunch of lies that you want. Go read Declaration on Sovereignty, Washington More Sovereignty. It was about they were fighting over your land. And they tried to claim they were freeing the slaves. No, it was fighting over your land. The Washita. That's why they said the Yamasee and the Washita can never be one because it's too powerful. That's what we did in 03 and 04 when we signed the stadium. So I hope I cleared that thing dealing with Chief Black Eagle because you keep getting these cats. We got one cat claiming he Lil. You know, so you know, it's just that's a mad world out there with that dealing with chief. But you know, they come on here because they want what they want to go get them so bad. Okay, learn law. The best I gave you inside the Constitution. I forewarn y'all. Go look in there. You see the chief sitting in the chair with his feathers on, right?
Mhm.
Then you see the other picture, him sitting where? See the 6-point star above his head? That's the class that's getting ready to come in. That's why he said, I can't give you what you want, so you won't want to have to give. He couldn't bring it unless it had his own venue. So he had to sit. So he said, all of them I show their true colors. So he got to sit. So in 02, 20 years. That's, if you look at his longevity, his age, but he more younger than half of them cats. And half of them almost dead anyway. So when that time for me, when it's my time to go talk to him, when I choose to go get him, when I need, uh, that's when we move. Outside that, I got other things to do with this state that they have no clue. And we got to get to a certain level to do what we got to do. So they want to bring him out and put him right back in society. Can't do it. It's impossible. You shut the whole judicial system down. So if you think that's gonna happen, you done lost your mind. And you can call Sheriff Seals and all them playing, whatever. It doesn't make a difference. You know, like I said before, they all sovereign citizens. They're all agents. So at any time, any of them can be turned because they're all agents. Really? See? Because that's why you doing that to get your nationality, get your State Department, get you transferred over your state. Why? So you can get rid of that what? That social, all that status. Outside that, you can be flipped anytime. I don't worry about that stuff because you got your own constitution, you got your own venue. So any acts against your constitution and your venue is act of treason. Ain't no state can stop that. And fraud had no statute of limitation.
Right.
So they said, when your court will get up, my court already up. We just find the right justice and train and run the court. Ain't got no problem. I done told the appeal court in D.C. I'm coming in and take some of their space. I also told the chancery court in Morocco I'm coming in and take some of your space, do certain things. It's already, all my stuff is, we just moving. They don't understand nothing out of where we at. Because they want to keep attempting to compare us or put it, what is it, more scientific, all that crap they selling. That T-bone board and Philadelphia, all that crap they selling. The Constitution book, them boy, Morse government out there and brought all that. There's no comparison. It's like night and day. Remember, they said when I arrived, I got 40 million waiting on them. See, so you know, it's my day, it's my time, it's my seat. But we good. I just like how some of the train these lessons they carry me through, boy. Whew. Something you gotta learn, but we good. They help you out with your questions.
Yes, it does, Emperor. Now you explain where they come from and why they are white privileges, but what are those privileges?
Treated your rights. Well, when we adopted, so we had authority adopted the indigenous right, because you can't really find none of that stuff no more. So it's all written in indigenous rights of indigenous people, human rights, and all that. So when we adopted them into our constitution, okay, that you see, when we write what we say, indigenous people, quote, non-nationals have the right. See, so even though the United Nations signed on to what they call the indigenous rights, human rights, you can't find now state within the 193 nations in there that actually observe it, or their people observe it, their citizens, because you see what I'm saying? So they never operate on the indigenous rights and human rights. You feel me? Because you became a citizen of that state. So they had the rights, but they are indigenous people on the planet. And they have land rights, but they're controlled by colonial governments, and they keep their people away from these people because they got rights, and they don't want their people going out telling these people that they got certain rights. See, so they like the Pygmy tribe and all that in Africa, they indigenous to the land. You feel me?
And you got some unknown that's indigenous to the land. That's why they wrote it for. Not for some American that got a citizenship and my blood, I'm indigenous. You can't tell me anything. I'm a vegetarian. I eat this and that, and I'm all that bull crap. You feel me?
Right.
Ain't got no being to do nothing. But they're indigenous, you know. So you just, you know, like I said, y'all get a mouthful. Y'all growing up a lot quicker, you know, to understand the status of a state. You feel me? Not an organization or church organization or religious organization. All that stuff is, come on. The Moorish American movement is a religious. You know what I'm saying? You can't have no country or state with that type of status. They don't even see it themselves. There's one, I'm a Moorish American. Feel me? I'm a Muslim. Come on, man. Madness. I'm a Mobite. My ancestors come to the Mobite. I said, that's far you go back? Really? Okay. We're going to keep moving, all right?
Right.
They haven't even got around to the point to understand that Allah was the grandson of Enlil. You feel me? So Enlil was the crown prince, so they knew. His brother was called Enki, you know, who was the genie ass who created your book. You feel me? That helped create you. You feel me? Assist. And so, you know, it's just funny how they claim all this. I'm a Mobite. Don't, you know, just don't. They only trace their self back that far. You feel me? You got infinite energy. You feel me? A normal is be. You know what I'm saying? You've been around millions of years. It's just you finally waking back up.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. That makes sense to you.
Oh, indeed. Indeed.
All right, what else we got?
All right. That concludes the questions for your bio.
Oh, we just on that?
Yeah.
Huh. About to be the whole car, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, what else we got?
It deserves that much attention, actually. All right, next slide, please.
You can take the whole show, tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Because there's so many lines in there. You can ask a question on every line.
It's loaded.
And if you look at the banner's off chain itself. Ain't nobody has no question on that, right? You feel me? So
Banner alone.
you know, so what else you got? Y'all ready to continue your show? I can yield now and finish getting set up.
Yes, next slide, please.
All right. No more questions? We good?
We're good. No questions in chat, no questions YouTube at the moment. Thank you.
All right. So they never answered. They cool. They never came back.
No.
We ain't gonna cut you out like everybody else, dude. We're gonna talk to you.
Yeah.
All right. I yield.
Thank you, bro. Over to you, host.
All right, gratitude. So we are in Imperial and Imperial Royal Annals for the ECMYE-IRKR month of April 2024, beginning with 2nd of April. Spanish explorer Ponce de Leon in 1513 sighted Florida and claimed it for the Spanish crown after landing at the site of present-day St. Augustine, now the oldest city in the continental U.S. 511-year anniversary. Interesting. The Treaty of 1513, often referred to in the context of European colonial expansion, had significant and detrimental impacts on indigenous populations. Here's a summary of its effects. Loss of land and resources. The treaty facilitated European claims over vast tracts of land, leading to the displacement of indigenous communities. Traditional territories were seized, and the natural resources that these communities depended on were exploited by European colonizers. Disruption of societies. Indigenous social structures, governance, and cultural practices were severely disrupted. The imposition of European legal and social systems often undermined indigenous authority and social cohesion. Population decline. The introduction of new diseases to which indigenous peoples had no immunity resulted in catastrophic population declines. Smallpox, measles, and influenza, among other diseases, decimated communities. Forced labor and slavery. Many indigenous people were forced into labor systems, such as encomiendas, where they were compelled to work under brutal conditions. This led to significant suffering and a decline in indigenous populations due to overwork and mistreatment. Cultural erosion. The spread of Christianity and European cultural values often led to the erosion of indigenous traditions, languages, and religions. Missionary activities aimed at converting indigenous peoples frequently resulted in the loss of cultural heritage. Excuse me, get this up a little bit. All right. Resistance and conflict. Indigenous resistance to European encroachment led to numerous conflicts. These were often met with violent suppression by European forces, further exacerbating the loss of life and societal disruption among indigenous peoples. Overall, the Treaty of 1513 marked the beginning of extensive European colonization, which had profound and most devastating effects on indigenous populations in terms of their land, health, social structures, and cultural identities. We now rise from the ashes and give gratitude to stand and cultivate our land and culture. And as to the right, you will see the travels of Ponce de Leon, 1513, North America, Puerto Rico, around the Floridas, St. Augustine, Central America, all around Cuba. Next slide, please.
Jerry, quick
questions.
Quick
Yeah,
note
let's go.
before you. Yeah, quick note for that slide. The encomiendas was a Spanish labor system that gave colonists the right to force indigenous people to work in the Americas and the Philippines. They said the Spanish crown granted encomiendas to individuals who were called encomenderos as a way to reward conquistadors and establish governance in newly conquered territories. The encomienda system was a fundamental part of early Spanish colonialism and was intended to encourage colonialization and conquest.
That's a good catch. Incoming. Are there any questions, moderator, for this section?
No questions at the moment, host in the chat nor the YouTube. I yield.
Says it all here, huh? Loss of land rights.
You can see how that transferred or made way to what we know as what we call in America slavery.
Right.
Think about the plantation, right? That would have been at encomenderos, and it allowed the conquerors to be able to come in and tame and bring the territory under its subjection, or under its rule. You feel me?
That's correct. And you can also see how that led to the cultural erosion, and like you were saying and pointing out, each level of loss of land and resources, disruption of societies, population decline, force of labor and slavery, and then cultural erosion, all the way down to resistance and conflict,
Yeah, because when it, I'm sorry, I didn't cut you.
I wanted you to continue from there.
No, I was just gonna say, because when they came in, it's not like like we always say, if you go to museums, the museums is your story. You feel me? You notice that the people that did the conquest, they don't have a story. The conquerors, what's their story? What's their history? Right? We're always, if you're on the de facto side, the African American, Negro, that's the story that's always in the forefront. You don't never get to the European story of the Caucasians. You feel what I'm saying? And because they don't have a story, that's one. But two, that cultural erosion. You feel me? In those days, when the conquistadors came over here, they burnt all the scrolls, books, things of that nature. You feel me? Well, a carry on in the Americas was, if you say we told things by word of mouth, right? Because they did burn a lot of our records or whatever, but they hid them as well. But if you say things were by word of mouth, right, then they did a killing off of generations. So when they begin to what's the word I'm looking for? Breed. You feel me? In early times, the story could get told from grandparents, blah, blah, blah. So you see the continuation in today's time of what? The separation of family, right? Because that destroys your historical marker of who you are. Who are you, right? Without your family, who are you? You're just a person in existence. You don't have a story. You feel me? So the killing off of generations, when you just have children and you raise those children, now you get to do what? Program them with what? Your story. And you call that story history, his story. You feel me? You never got back to your story, my story. I, me, myself story. You feel me? I do. Well, one more point. So that's why it's much gratitude and appreciation for the emperor, because now you have a venue to do what? Express who you are and what? Your story, our story. You feel me? And our story is key because our story has the healing in it. Because once you know who you are, you can go forward. You feel me? As he used to ask us, who are you? Where'd you come from? What the hell did you bring back with you? Right? And in some cases, why the hell are you here? What you want? You feel me?
Yeah,
Which makes sense. I hear.
Good point. Good point. All points. And gratitude to you, Nancy, for your input. All right. Next slide, please. Or are there any further questions?
Yeah, but that's also in the bull. What do they call that story? The bull.
The Papa Bull?
Papa Bull?
Yeah, the Papa Bull. That's also a story. That's in that story. That makes sense to you, right?
Oh, yes, indeed it does, Emperor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's in your Declaration of Independence that I signed on the 25th of March, 2013, and did a declaration of service on the 27th March, 2013. And that's when President Obama met the Pope the next year. Met the Pope the next year on the 29th March, 2014. Then I signed the Imperial Constitution on 3rd April. And next year, the de facto Queen of England met the Pope at the Vatican, the Three Keys. Okay, so that's when your Constitution became the Constitution of the land. You feel me? Because your status, that's why they met a year later.
Right.
On the same date that you signed both of them because of your status. So there was a knowledge you then behind the scene.
Which full circle in this context makes our story a what? Fact.
Right. So when you go back and look at the Declaration of Independence, the Papal Bull is in that story or that status is written throughout inside your Declaration of Independence. And if you really go look at what's in there, you see exactly what I said back then is happening now, right? So I'm just sharing that with you too, all right?
Yes.
Indeed.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, I yield.
Once again, much gratitude. All right. Also on the 2nd of April, 2024, Empress Verdiachi Tiara Washita Turner Goshen L Bay. In parentheses, all cap PBUH, peace be unto her, 1937. The Maison Rouge land grant that were skillfully willed to her great-great-great-grandfather, Henry Turner, son of the Marquis de Maison Rouge. The Marquis Joseph de Maison Rouge, the child of French nobility, was rescued by the Baron Philip de Bestrop at the beginning of the unrest culmination with the French Revolution. Henry Turner is the child of the Marquis de Maison Rouge by an Imperial washerwoman, Her Highness Saint Sire El Aya Maria. In parentheses, the discovery of her Egyptian like coffin is recounted in Return of the Ancient Ones. After the Marquis' death, Henry Turner began recovering the titles to all of the land and rights granted under his father's name, including the Maison Rouge grant, the de Bastrop grant, and Crozat grant. One of the old empresses, Delphi Kim Washington Washita, in parentheses, 1849-1966, lived during the turbulent years immediately following the legal recovery of part of the land in 1848. She experienced the violent assaults waged upon the Washita, in parentheses, Washingtons, and Tunica, in parentheses, Turners, to steal the land. Empress Delphi Kim is the key to the research conducted by our previous empress. She inspired and guided our previous empress, dubbing her, quote, Tiari, end quote, or the crowned one. Before her transition at the modest age of 117, she laid the groundwork for the reclamation of the land. All cap H.E.M. is the 8th Marquis de Maison Rouge. Return of the Ancient Ones.
Yeah, you ancient over there, bro.
She did it. 1991, she did it.
Super ancient over here.
Yes. Are there any questions, comments, concerns on this?
No questions in the chat, nor in the YouTube.
There's no question on the Empress.
Right. Let's look at.
So I got one for you, Protector. Can you talk about what did she obtain to even get this whole ball rolling? Like, so, because we know, like, she got the land grant and everything, but how did she go about even getting that portion?
Say it again, Sajah.
I said, I gotta remember how I said it. What did she do? Like, how did we get from here now, from there yesterday with her?
Well, you just said her grandma death. What's her name?
Oh, Saint Aya Maria?
Nah.
Empress. Oh, her grandmother. Okay.
Yeah. She lived to be 100 plus. And she had all the records. And so she had all the records. I think that she was the sarcophagus they found down there. She was in. So she had all the records. So Archbishop, that was the Empress' first cousin. So he was instrumental in everything that was going on in Washita back then. and traveling with her and everything. So when she was the mayor of Richmond County, I think it was Louisiana, okay, they got summons for Reagan at the time, former president, de facto President Reagan. He offered all the mayors, invited them to the White House. And when she went, then, he said, whatever y'all want, just ask for it. And he'd do it. And she asked to go retrieve certain records about her family bloodline. And so when that was granted, Archbishop, that's part of your proof in your Declaration Decree about the 10 presidents, the 9 presidents. That he got that out of the archives when they went down. That's how we know that they 6 floors of Moorish history on the White House. Because they was able to go down, and they said there was a plaque in front that no black, no Moor, no Indian, no everybody couldn't go through them doors. And he talked like how it was so immaculate, clean, and every book, all kind of stuff. He said he can stay down there. But she was able to get the records out to get the land, but they couldn't give a full payment credit. So she got the land, the 68,000, which became the capital. You feel me? And but the terror, that was part of the landmass that was under the Saints Aya Maria and more of that all up to Quebec that they trying to hide, attempting to hide. That they got more records about the Washington up there than they got down here. Except for under what's under Archbishop says on the White House. So you got a whole where the IIEHU go? You can't just wipe an empire off the face of the world. So they had to hide. That's why he sits on top of your story, and they lost all that now. That's all. That's why we call that part of the Imperial Moorish Embassy Recording Service now. Right. Because as you move your state and moving out, you got access to go see all that stuff that's down there and read every damn treaty you want and whatever you need to read about your story. But that's what the Empress did. So she was a lot wiser than a lot of people think she was. And some of the cats around like Crown Prince Ramsey Bay. So when she wrote the Declaration on Washington Moorish Sovereignty, she made it sure that you had to come on a certain status to be able to receive that benefit. So all these cats out here de facto, and they ain't got no status, so they can't be on the sovereignty of Washington Moors or the Washington Moors. You can't. They're not on that status because they can't be. They're not a sovereign. They don't have no venue. So that's why she wrote it that way. If you go read it, that's why I was able to come in and take it and update it for the Declaration Decree back then. You feel me? Because you own it now. That makes sense to you.
Right.
That's clear.
So she, during the 91, 90, all that time, and up till she actually went into a coma. And Crown Prince Ramsey Bay told me, in our little journey we had during that time, our short journey. But I done raised him now, so he cool. That there were a lot of infiltrators that infiltrated into the nation and sabotaged the whole thing. And like I said, everybody looking the other way, you feel me? So you notice she was offering a citizenship because she had no nationality to offer you. So under citizenship, she became like the empress. So you got to come under her, you in her jurisdiction, and it protects you and everything under her sovereignty. But she didn't have full faith and credit to write law or full faith and credit to write a venue. She had land. Actually, they had $250 million grant on that land. That's we gonna activate as we keep moving because she passed in 14. Once the Constitution got set on the market for a year, she left. So me, that's my empress. So she seen that I saved the land, so now she can go in peace. Right. So you see that 4 April 2014, that was that year on the record. I told you, de facto queen went over there. So she died that year, 14. Let's say April 2/14. You feel me? So you see, people don't look at that. Me, she knew I had a land bite. She can rest now. But she went in a coma in 99. So you got people out here in the market right now claiming they wouldn't talk to her, but she was in a damn coma. Like the Washita, United, the Board Down in Fayetteville, all them cats, they claim they went out and talked to Sister Empress, and they gave her permission to exist. That's not them damn savings, don't it? You know? You feel me? She didn't give him nothing. You know, but, you know, just like I said with Chief, you know, if he's all that, this and that, why don't he just come out and say something without y'all talking? Same thing with Empress. If she's in a coma, and if she move a finger, speak, you supposed to let the whole world know, right? But yeah, instead they come on the line to me, oh, Mama said give up more money and help support the nation. I just left Mama, and Mama said help support the nation. These damn watchdogs, we flew out to California and talked to the Empress. She gave us right to exist. You look at that stuff like these people got to be mad. You feel me? And how they using their own mama and their own Empress to what? To benefit them, nobody else. So that's why I walk small with a big stick. So that's some information on you for the Empress. They help you out.
Yes,
you remember she said, you remember what our bishop said, right? She said, whatever you do, don't let her walk. Don't let her son get hold of it, right?
My son get hold of it,
right. Whatever you do, he get right back to him. He did get right back to him. And that's exactly what he did, right? See? Because he went outside of norm because I own the state. I own United Watchdog, all that. That's mine. It's my property. So they went and got a 501c3 back in, I think, 07, 08. To establish that crap they got. That's why she said, get right back to them then. Things that make you go, right?
What's wrong with their minds?
See? So that enough. You got enough now. So I'm saying, don't be talking about the Empress. You can't say nothing. I got to talk about my girl. I'm a girl. You feel me? That's why I called her name. That's why I called her name when I was calling out, when I read the affirmation. Remember? I called my ancestors. I called all the demons on real. Why? Because I'm a brother's keeper. You feel me? That make sense to you?
That makes a lot of sense.
All right, I yield. They help everybody out.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, yes.
Emperor, I have a couple questions. I want to go back just a tad bit to the Ponce de Leon. Under what authority did Ponce de Leon cite and claim Florida? And was there a specific name to the Treaty of 1513?
My bad, I was moving. Say it again.
All right, yeah, still under the second. Now it says Ponce de Leon cited and claimed Florida. And my question is, under what authority did Ponce de Leon cite and claim the Floridas? And was there?
Well, they was under France and Spain jurisdiction. You keep forgetting. Under the Treaty of Utrecht, 1713, they shut the Imperial off. So they've been operating your Haiti, the Dominican Republic, all that's old Washita land. So once they took over that Treaty of Utrecht, you feel me? Once they did that, okay, well, their whole point was make you don't exist. They wrote Saint Aya Marie out of the books. They told you King Louis XVII died in 12 in the jail in Revolution. See, they completely changed the whole story. So you want to know the truth. So, they help you out with this punk, all that. It was all of it. Just people on your land perpetrating fraud.
And it was the Spanish crown on the 3rd of April. He claimed it 1513 for Spain.
Right. That's also the Spaniard-Yamasi War.
April 1513. Spanish War.
Now you really heard them now. You're like, what, they going back to 1513? Yeah. You feel me?
Yes.
The thievery starts.
The other question I want to ask is, up to what contemporary year was the treaty of 1513 still active?
You breaking up. You breaking up.
Up to what contemporary year was this treaty of 1513 still active? Can you hear me now?
Treaty of what?
Of 1513. Up to
what
contemporary year was it still active? Was that okay?
There was a war between the Yamasee and the Spaniard. That's what they call the Yamasee Spanish War. They were trying to steal your land. There was no treaty because we couldn't speak their language. How you write a treaty, you can't speak each other's language.
Good point.
That's why I told you on record that the State Department right now and the whatever histories they got, the United States can't show nowhere where they got any contract with the Yamasee or the Washington. Seriously. That's why they said they could never come out together, because they can't show no title to the land. They try to write stories talking about this chief is married some colonials and got the land by all that. That's, like I said, man, folklore,
Right.
That's all folklore. You got the opportunity to go get the facts. Feel me? So that's all this nothing they say. Even the Nubians or African Americans, what they want to call themselves, nothing they say. Everything they got is mute. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because they have no facts. They telling our story from the view of another race. Impossible.
Yeah.
That's why when you go back to Yoruba and Santeria, all the books is written by Caucasians. So, but I'm saying all of them, about 80% of them written by Caucasians. So you got all these black folk claiming they some Mauricio, Shango, all these legates on, and the books they reading is written by their so-called enemy. You feel me? So you just see the madness in this whole game. You feel me?
Yes, I do. Indeed.
And you see how much damage they doing with this religion. Look how dangerous it is. You feel me?
Right.
You got the 12 tribes just fighting each other, ready to blow the whole damn world up. Here comes the 13th tribe. Okay, so all of them conspired against the 13th tribe. That's who we are. We have our own venue back. That's why I told you they say behind the scene what the Moor or the Moors got their venue back. That makes sense to you?
Oh yeah, indeed it does, Emperor.
All right, what else you got?
All right. The next question is, is the French Revolution and the Renaissance period pivotal and the reason why the de Maison rules bloodline inheritance, etc., was stolen?
I don't understand the question you're talking about, Jay.
Like, is the French Revolution and the Renaissance period pivotal and the reason why the de Maison rules bloodline inheritance and etc. was stolen? Is that why that period up in there was so pivotal and why the de Maison rules bloodline inheritance was stolen? Is that why?
It never was. I don't know where you get stolen from. It was never stolen. The Louis the 16th got his head, him and Anna Maria got their head cut off because of treaties they signed, secret treaties they signed with the Boers and certain things they were doing behind the scenes with the land over here. And once they took him down from absolute monarch with the revolution and they brought him down to executive monarch. When they brought him down to executive monarch, they can go in and check the records. And once they check the records, they found out what he had done and the family, that seat had done. And that's what knocked the revolution down. That's what knocked the monarchy out. So Louis the 17th was shipped over here and courted with, was courted with, the Washington Empress. And then, so it was her status that gave him back his status. So what Crown Prince Ramsay Bey did when he came, right, he reestablished that seat. He reestablished that seat on the full faith and credit clause. That's why you end up doing. That's why it's in the declaration. It'll tell you, that I think it was 5 things I wrote there that he did when he established what he did.
Mm. Gotcha.
So he gave that seat back to full faith and credit that it lost when he was expelled. You feel me?
Right.
And that made sense to you.
Oh, indeed.
So see, because when he lost his seat over, I think I thought when he lost his seat over, when he lost his seat over and when he lost his crown, you got to realize is when Louis the 18th came in, they asked him why he didn't take Louis the 17th, and he said that to respect his cousin is the reason why he didn't take the Louis the 17th. That's the most bullcrap in the world. You feel me? He didn't take his seat because Louis the 17th was still living. And if he was on record as a crown prince, if he died, he died as a crown prince. He couldn't have died as Louis the 17th. He had to be what? He had to do what? Come on now. He had to do what?
Have a coordination.
Thank you.
That's right. What I was thinking of.
That makes sense to you?
Yeah.
Just to add on to Jetty, you got to remember this a period that they came out the Dark Ages. So as far as the Renaissance is concerned, on the de facto side, they attribute the Renaissance for causing the French Revolution because they say the explosion of cultural ideas and thoughts, different like that, the monarchy didn't want to allow is what caused the people to rebel. So they say the Renaissance and the ideas and whatever of the Renaissance is what caused the French Revolution.
Okay. That add more meat to it.
Remember, the victors write the story.
That's correct. Yeah.
It marked the rebirth. That's what that is the name.
You can go right on Wikipedia right now. They tell you Louis XVII died in jail, right? And you got I'm the 8th Marquis de Masson Rouge. They made a 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right?
Right.
The Empress was the one who took it from to the matriarch. She took it from Turner to Tunica. She the one who did that. That's why she the 6th Marquise to the throne. So all this is said and done. But and like I said again, because I was talking to an old head today, and he asked me how I got in contact with him again, and I told him that I wasn't even interested. Well, we had that conversation before he was on that call, and I just told him I wasn't interested, and he said, would I be interested? I said, I done told him I don't have no time to run that state right now. You feel me? I really don't. We have our own. You see what we're running now. So my office. Then you got Imperial CMYE-IRK for the public. The Moore, Washita Moore, they done the Monument Sovereign State. That's just sitting on the shelf right now. And then you got 2 more sovereign states that we ain't even moved yet. We focus on this one. So if they come and want to move that state, I ain't got no problem. But she can't get that status because she had no venue. So she can't get that status. You feel me? So that's why they on court. They can put on Facebook, they some Washita, this and that, but they ain't got no status. They got a 501c3 status. They ain't recognized by nothing. They claim they got attorneys to represent them. Come on, man. You feel me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Attorney.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
So they all de facto. So they have no status. Even though they got the bloodline. I got the bloodline. Look at my royal bloodline. I came out and solidified mine. I ain't let anybody steal my damn rights or my bloodline. And they done lived out there for 430 years. Plus, it's that time up. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going back through this no more. That makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
A lot.
So that help you out with the watchtower thing. We got it on that. So we touch base on the watchtower. We touch base on Chief Black Eagle, and we're in Alma Rock. What else we need?
Emperor, there's a question in the chat from Nanya Powwow. Protector, who is Mama Delphi?
That's the Emperor's grandmother. Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you can expound on if you know.
Yeah, they got it. Yeah. Yes, that's in the Return of the Ancient One.
Okay. All right.
Hey, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that was the one that kept all the records.
Kept all the records, bro.
Copy.
See, as I come out, the family got to give me everything. I don't give a damn what they got. That's all mine. All that belongs to the property of the government. So all they got to come. That's why I say ain't got no problem. We just going to enforce it through the court. That's all. But you got a sovereign court, and they got to pay gold equivalent to 5,000 American dollars to even enter their claim. So all these Moors out here claiming they got some damn status. Okay, but come to our court and claim and prove that you got some damn status. Because you got to prove that you got, even to file a case in our court with gold, you got to prove you got some kind of type of venue, don't you? Because if they got a United States identity like they do, well, they got courts for them. You think they're going to bring that old crazy Moors American ID and all that crap they got out on the market? And we put about 50 of them out there, remember? That they circulating around. You think they're going to bring that crap in our court? And they want to make it through the door. That's fraud. That's identity theft. They literally look at you in the system as if you are really crazy. And if you really look at it, you got to be damn about crazy to do some bullshit like that. You know? That makes sense to you?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all good?
Yeah, I just want to add this comment, if I may, Protector.
Mm-hmm.
That yeah, so the owner is back. He's the settler. So if you got any Moorish claim, well, he's the Moor. That jurisdiction of Moor, Moorish, Mur, anything dealing with the Moor, move, you feel me, comes under his venue. So that is a court settlement, just for the record.
Oh, you hear all of them out there. You hear them all that claiming. I laugh at them. I allow someone to be my friend on Facebook. Just see what they talk about. But I don't get ready to delete their ass. They ain't got time for them. You know what I'm saying? They want to come over there and keep popping at the bull crap. Prophet Ali, like he's some savior. I'm like, nigga, please. I get respect. He's my brother. He's the fifth Marquis. But he ain't no damn savior to me. I save my damn self. Holy prophet. That's what he said not to do, remember?
Yep, exactly. Not to do.
But you got all these sheikhs out here, sheiks, whatever they call themselves, supposed to be lawmakers. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got thought to do nothing but preach on Friday. And sound just like preachers on it. On differently, they got damn feds on. And them dumbasses still got a 50-star flag flying up with yellow fringe around it. You know what I'm saying? That's military flag. They know how much damn knowledge they got.
Like you said, agents.
Huh? Dirty Moore. He said, yo, be careful. Your own people gonna take you back into slavery. Every one of them back into slavery. They ain't got free yet. But I yield. You know me, I go down, I keep going. I keep going and going and going. But you know, y'all good? I yield.
Good. Appreciate
it. Emperor. All right. Next slide, please. Okay. Next, on the 3rd of April, we have Emperor Directive -0004, capital Z, Imperial Constitution for the Imperial Royal Kingdom, in parentheses, all cap ECMYE-IRK, / Imperial Constitution of the Continental Mu'ur Yamashi Empire, in parentheses, ICCMYE, 11th year anniversary. Imperial House of Samson L-Samhu Ray, 11th year anniversary. Lightning struck the Statue of Liberty in Liberty Island, New York, on this day as well. Any questions? And to the right, we have the Continental Moorish Yamasee Empire, Imperial Grand Assembly of the Emperor, and the Continental Moorish Yamasee Empire front cover of the Constitution, the Imperial Constitution of the Continental Moorish Yamasee Empire. Moorish Yamasee American Natives, Olmec Civilization.
Folks, we have our hand raised in the chat.
You have the floor, already. I yield.
This is IMAC Puwachugon Ray. My question is, number 7, day 7 of the month, the key of Tahuti. Exactly what is that? Could we get more explanation? I yield.
Oh, say that again, I'm at.
On the 7th, the key of Tahuti located on this day in 2022. Could you explain that key, or what was located?
It's when we broke the code with Bakai, reading through the wisdom of Tahuti. Remember that?
Sacred wisdom.
Sacred wisdom, thank you. They got a coding system in it, number-wise. And our brother Nanya Bakai was able to break it down and bring it to us, and notice that it lined up with the Emperor's numbers.
Where Bar at so you can explain it?
Yeah, we realized the protector was the key.
Because
realized the protector was the key, correct?
That's what prompted that, because the Emperor sent him on assignment, and Emperor and Bakai went into let Bakai explain it, because it's fascinating the way it happened and developed.
Yeah.
Nanya Bakai, are you? Oh, you kind of in and out a little bit.
We could barely hear you, bro.
What's wrong here in the bad area?
Yeah.
I can't.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Come on.
Assalamu alaikum with magic. Yeah, the key, the code, Tahuti and the school of Tahuti, and as we know, a lot of individuals know, Chief Black Eagle, quote, Thunderbird, end quote. He told us that there was a key that he was going to hide a key. It's in certain books. And he said he hid a key. And with that key, it opened up unlimited knowledge, magic. And whosoever find that key, then Tahuti himself will come unto them and instruct them. So when we were going through our courses in 2022 in the IIEHU, it was instructed for us to read, or who read the Sacred Wisdom of Tahuti, the Grand Hierophant Tahuti. And being that I was one that read it before, assisted with the class on, extracting the information out of it. And at that time, May 7th, that night, it was realized that it was coded. It was encoded. And it was encoded with a lot of information that the Emperor was bringing.
April 7th.
May 7th, 2022. And with that, they showed me, an ancestor showed me the code and the key to the code, and the key that was the key of Tahuti. And if you knew, some of us, they knew that when you go back into your ancient stories and they talk about these beings who could go through or bend the fabric of time and go through the fabric of time or go through these certain stargates, then they show these beings having in their possession a certain key. And that key, we call it the Ankh. And that Ankh key, we call it the key of life. We gave it all kinds of symbolic meaning, but it actually had a purpose. And in that purpose was that Z pillar, that key that was a unique key. They call it the master key. Chief Black Thunderbird Eagle, quote, Eagle. Chief Black Eagle, quote, Thunderbird, end quote, had one made up especially for himself. And a lot of the individuals went and made up novelties of it. But there was a master key, and it had the Z pillar on it. And when these beings approached that vortex, they possessed that master key. With that master key, it gave them the ability to then, you know, what they're talking about when you're going through a wormhole is the fabric of the wormhole or the Stargate breaking down. And one of the things they use to counteract that was that key of Tahuti called the Ankh with the Z pillar. It actually radiated energy, and that energy, it served as a key to unlock doors and portals to go from this plane of existence on higher or on to other planes of existence. And that was May 7th that we found it, and we found the code of it. And we're, you know, the whole unlocking of the sacred wisdom of the Grand Hierophant Tahuti was given unto us. All right. Any questions, comments, or concern on that one?
Thank you for the clarification.
Yeah, gratitude for the clarification.
And also, if you go into our lessons and in the affirmation, and you go into the Emerald Tablet of Tahuti, the Emerald Tablets of Tahuti, when it talks about that third dweller was given the key. And the key of all the magic, and he was charged with that key and that magic, those sciences, to be given unto only those who are proven worthy. It's right there in our affirmation. We read it every day, right there in the Emerald Tablet. We read it every morning, grand rising. And it's in the Emerald Tablet. And that key, it unlocks even in the seals. It's hidden in the seals and in the logos. So we have the Great Seal, we have the Embassy Great Seal, we have the Emperor's Great Seal, we have all the Great Seals that if we look at that information on this day and time, we're the only one that in possession of those seals. All right, I yield.
Salama, leaking with magic. Very powerful. Seated within the flower of radiance sit 7 deities of Amenti from the space-time above us, helping and guiding through infinite wisdom, the pathway through time of the children of men. Smiley face. Custodians and watchers of the force of man's bondage, ready to loosen when the light has been reached. First and most mighty sits the veiled presence, deity of deities, the infinite 9, over the other from each cosmic cycle, waiting and watching the progress of man. Under he sits the lords of the cycles, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, each with his mission, each with powers, guiding, directing the destiny of man. There sit they, mighty and potent, free of all time and space, exclamation point, smiley face. Master are they of the great secret wisdom, brought from the future of infinity's end. 7 are they, the deities of Amenti, overlords they of the children of morning, sons of the cycles, master of wisdom. Formed are not they as the children of men? Question mark. 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9 are the titles of the masters of men. Far from the future, formless yet forming, came they as teachers for the children of men. Live they forever, yet not of the living, bound not to life and yet free from death. Rule they forever with infinite wisdom, bound yet not bound to the dark halls of death. Life they have in them, yet life that is not life. Free form, all are the deities of the all. Forth from them came forth the Logos, instruments they of the power over all. Vast is their continence, yet hidden in smallness, formed by a forming, known yet unknown. 3 holds the key of all hidden magic. Creator he of the halls of the dead, sending forth power, shrouding with darkness, binding the souls of the children of men. Sending the darkness, binding the soul force, director of negative to the children of men. 4 is he who loosens the power, deity he of the life to the children of men. Light in his body, flame is his countenance, freer of the souls to the children of men. 5 is the master, the deity of all magic, key to the word that resounds among men. 6 is the Lord of deity, the hidden pathway, the path of the souls to the children of men. 7 is he who is deity of the vastness, master of space and the key of the times. 8 is he who orders the progress, weights and balances the journey of men. 9 is the Father, vast he of continents, forming and changing from out of the formless. Meditate on the symbols, the Anunnaki/Nibirian Atlantean priest/king, Ningisida/Tahuti/Ta, Lefty. Keys are they, though hidden from men. Exclamation point, smiley face. That's what you were referring to, Nanya Bakai?
I don't know if he was referring to it or not, but kind of pulled that one out of the hat, didn't
It fit. It just pulled right out of here. He talked that magic there.
Oh, that's cool, but we could have showed that piece. A lot of times you read that's not our writing, normal affirmation, but you could have just pulled that piece out. They have to see, they ain't got to see what we're doing. But since you're reading it from that, because they ain't never heard it that way, the way the way it's written. You feel me?
Yeah.
But
okay.
Just let them know we traveling, right?
Oh yes.
All right. I yield for Bakai, right?
All right. Host, we have a time check of 01:25.
Oh, damn. What page we on?
We should be the next slide coming up if there are no more further questions. But page,
What slide?
Slide 8, Emperor.
We only made it 8, 7. That's why we go 3 days, right?
That's right.
right?
Oh yeah.
Boy, you want to say something on that? What he just read about the dwellers?
Yes, that is a key point. And speaking of the key, because as the dwellers say, they are waiting for those individuals to reach that light. And that light is explained in certain other books that they're not reading, talks about going through that, passing through that fire. You became a free being once you got out of that contract, that birth certificate contract, berith. A berith is a covenant. And there's a key. And one individual found that key and he came through and make it to the other side. He then came back for the rest and said, who's with me? And this is what the offering is right now, is to come under that state, to become a state, estate, estate. So yes, with that key, you know, you had an individual that opened the gates of hell with his voice. And we've been here to witness that. We didn't know it happened until 22 days later. And 22 days later, after May 7th, you get the Sun Man on the sun, 2022. And from that, 93 days after that, which 93 equals out to 1 million souls were taken a day, and 93 million, that 93 million miles equates to the sun. And that's the Emperor's birthday. So you had the sacred geometry, you got the supreme mathematics, you got Pythagorean, you got all the, you know, numerology you want right there as signs. With that, I yield.
Yeah, I had to let that have its full effect. That's a drop the mic moment. All right, we can go to the next slide.
Time check. It's 1:01:29 host, just to let you know.
Gratitude. Okay. We have on the 8th, the first new moon after the spring equinox marks the Nama first day of the new year in the Nama 13-month calendar. The Great Northern Total Solar Eclipse was visible across a band covering parts of North America, Mexico, Canada, and contiguous United States, and lasted 4 minutes and 28 seconds in Mexico. Nama touched down in Illinois for the crossing. The earthquake that occurred in New York and New Jersey with a Richter scale reading of 4.8 also displayed occurrences of aftershocks. First bullet, 4/8, in parentheses, 4th month, 8th day. Second point, 48 states, in parentheses, minimum to see partial eclipse. Third point, 4.8, in parentheses, EQ Richter scale, New York and Jersey. Total, 48 plus Can you hear me?
Richter scale.
Richter, yeah, Richter scale. What did I say? What did I say? Richter scale? Richter scale. My correct Richter, EQ Richter scale. New York and Jersey, total 48 plus 48 plus 48 equals 144, in parentheses, number 9. 9 of April, Empress Directive -0003, capital Z, notification of diplomatic arrival, notice of apostille and official act of state, 15-year anniversary. And to the right is depiction of the rare 4.8 magnitude quake, Rattles, New York, and surrounding areas. And a map where the Great Crossing took place. Any comments, questions?
No questions in the chat at the moment in Zoom. However, there is one in YouTube from CW. How can I gain access to the lessons and university? Over to you, host.
Yep. You would have to submit requests to the IIMYRS always. This is where we would submit any. And I think it will be found in the chat. Let's take a look.
Also, go to the website and read the documents that we have on the website.
All right, so we just so that's it for tonight, huh?
Yes, Emperor, we will call it at the 9.
They have the information now.
Yes.
Okay. All right, cool. Everybody get their thing out, and they get their question out. Everything cool.
Was that clear, moderator? Did they get their answers from that last question? Everyone else did, Emperor.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
All right, so we good to start on page 9 tomorrow, right?
That's slide 9. That's correct, Emperor.
Yes, Emperor.
All right, cool. All right, I had a lot going on today. I didn't know it came up all of a sudden. So I'll be more in tune with y'all tomorrow night, all right?
All right.
Well, I've been in tune with you tonight, you just couldn't see me, that's all.
Yes, Emperor.
You know, I think y'all can still see me out here, right?
Yeesh.
Oh,
There you
yes.
go. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
You'll be all right.
Yeah,
He's still
right.
Just make sure everybody get in the house, because, we calling out everybody, you feel me? So all these cats ain't talking, don't see them showing up, right?
That's right.
Cowards.
They can send all kind of negative remarks on our website, but they can't show up, right?
They can't show up.
No, can't show up.
Tough crowd, man. Tough crowd.
Tough.
Tough crowd.
Very tough.
And we don't cut y'all. That's like, nah, we don't cut y'all. We have a vibe with you. Feel me?
Right.
That's all.
Indeed.
They can't come and say nothing though. Yeah? So that's enough for tonight. Okay, cool. We kick it back up tomorrow night, right?
Yeesh.
Y'all get enough of this? Y'all get enough of this full moon?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That energy.
Good energy.
All right.
Over to you.
All right. We would like to keep, back to our Zoom and YouTube and NAMA audience. Keep in mind the all cap H.E.M. :, decrees and grants limited delegated authority to all NAMA nationals, non-executive directors, in parentheses, NEDs, and non-directors, in parentheses, NDs, who are skilled and qualified to operate the sovereign state jurisdiction. The purpose is to implement and advance the modalities of commerce and cultural variegations of the properly formed and operational republic state, pursuant to the Imperial CMYE-IRK Republic for the country of United States, small s. Mark your calendars for day 2, Thursday, 23 May 2024 at 1700 in parentheses 5 p.m. EST for the full Licorice / Flower Moon live reading, and join us as we continue showcasing our culture as well as the development of our sovereign state. Hashtag nominational. Excuse me, Emperor.
Oh, my bad. I didn't know my mic was up. My bad.
Okay, so the full moon peaks at 9:53 a.m. EST. Also, mark your calendars for day 3, Friday, 24 May 2024 at 1700, 5 p.m. EST in parentheses for the full Licorice Flower / Flower Moon live reading, and join us as we continue showcasing our culture as well as the development of our sovereign state. Thank you. In closing, oh, yeah, we will get to that one. In closing, we would like to thank the Universal Traveler, the Absolute Royal - Sovereign, (space), all cap, H.E.M. (space), Emperor, (space), Samhu, a mini - Ray, quote, a de lo ye, end quote, and the Imperial and Imperial Royal family for their presence. More - over, we express gratitude for all of our Imperial and Imperial dynamic readers, gratitude to all the nominationals working behind the scene, and our viewing audience on Zoom and YouTube for your attendance and participation. With that, we say, Salam Alaikum with magic, and may the dweller be with you, divine beings, and may you continue to be a universal traveler, (space), dweller - emperor, (space), Samhu, a mini - Halo ye, end quote.
Ease, I got you. There's nothing else I can do. That's all I am. That's who I am. So that's just me becoming.
Yeesh.
Ease.
Salam alaikum with magic.
Salam alaikum with magic.
Salam alaikum with
magic,
magic.
Your Majesty.
Salam alaikum with magic.
Magic.
Yeah.
Smiley face.
Be safe out there, Emperor.
Salam alaikum magic.
All right, and we will